Lucky View Podcast, episode 176?
Yeah, 176.
Right? I don't know, man. We've been in the 170-something for like the last 10 months. So I go by name of Era. We got Papijohnson to the left of me. We got Mahdi to the right of me. We got Sky somewhere eating her bone. We got a text. But how you guys feeling, man?
Mike.
Gucci.
That's great, man. Let's get straight into the shits, yo. I'm doing great too, yo. There is a topic I do want to start it off with. Hold on, let me get my things together, yo. Ja Morant.
That's where
we're gonna start, baby. Because we always start with music. I feel like music we can wait till towards the end, even though there's a lot of music topics. But Ja Morant, he was called, I think last week, 2 weeks ago, last week.
Yeah.
Last week he was caught on IG Live once again, on his boy's IG Live, and he was caught listening to NBA YoungBoy, and then for some reason he wanted to bring that thing out.
It was on his boy's IG Live.
His boy's IG.
He got dropped.
Nike?
Yeah, nah, he got to drop that boy. He got to drop that friend.
Do you think Nike's gonna drop? Nike currently, I wanted to bring that up because Nike made an announcement. I think you concur that they took down the sneakers on Nike, the app, on all the stores and everything.
Yeah.
Right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Like Kyrie.
Nah,
because we're still selling Kyrie's.
Yeah, Kyrie's is still selling.
But he's not getting a cut. Is he getting a cut from that?
He probably is, but he's just not signing. They're not dropping anything else.
Okay.
They're just probably like selling what the remainder of the inventory.
So with Ja,
they stopped putting it out. They're not selling anything right now.
So it's worse. Ja's situation is worse.
I think Nike's going to drop him in the incoming weeks. And I'm not mad at it. Because it's a bad look for Nike. Because with that thing in less than 2 months, 2 times, you didn't even wait like after the finals.
See, I thought he did it on his live. His boy did it. That's kind of fucked up on his boy's part.
No, because Ja knew he was live. So when his boy, I don't know if you saw the clip, when his boy turns to Ja takes it out and starts waving in the video, and his boy took it away.
Because his boy, he had that shock on his face.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh shit.
So no, Ja was stupid.
Yeah, that wasn't his boy's fault. That was Ja's fault.
Because when his boy started panning to him, Ja took it out. They're gonna drop him. You think they're gonna drop him?
No, they've invested too much money.
I think they should drop him and sign Kyrie back.
Kyrie ain't going back to Nike.
If he gets equity.
He's not.
I think he already has a new company, probably an independent company that he's focused on.
Yeah, Kyrie's not going back to Nike. Even though the Kyrie is probably the best basketball shoe there is.
He was wearing something dope in practice. I don't know.
No,
it was an independent company?
No, he takes off the Nike logo.
No, he was wearing something brand new, like recently. And it's different than anything I've seen. Yeah.
He still play basketball?
He's a basketball player.
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell by the NBA season. What do you think, man?
Hey, man.
You know what J.R. Smith said, right? He's the best scorer in the game.
Who,
of
Kyrie?
all time. And they were like, what about
Kyrie
Michael Jordan?
Or Ja?
J.R. Smith said Kyrie.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about Kyrie. Yeah, he's nice. I'm talking about Ja.
They asked him, what about Michael Jordan? And he's like, it's not even close.
No, yeah, that's fine. But who would I rather want in the last second with the ball or Jordan? He can score the ball better. For me, it's him or AI who can score the ball the best.
As a scorer, right?
Yeah. Ja getting dropped?
From the team?
No, Nike.
Nike, I think they're going to wait on to see what NBA does. And depending on what the NBA
is going
to
suspend him for half of the season. He'll be back by like the 40, like after the All-Star game. Wait, how many games is that?
You could tell by Adam Silver's voice that he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, but he's done. He's the Memphis they're not making the playoffs next year.
I agree.
But your boy he's stupid.
Like, I understand, right? He's young. He's gonna make mistakes.
23.
But That is still young.
Like
But-
what he did was stupid, but the way people reacting to it is like,
Yeah,
it's weird
because
to me.
I understood what what was it, JJ Redick?
I like this tape, but he took it to a
Yeah,
different
like I
level.
understood his take and what he was trying to explain about other players and stuff like that. But you got to think about it, right?
He signed.
All these other players that were a part of whatever league they were in, whether it was the NFL, the NBA, they weren't as influential as the way Ja is. Right? Ja is influential to all the kids, all the younger kids. He's influential. He's the face of the Grizzlies, the face of
NBA.
basically the face of the NBA, the next one. If you really look at it, right?
Yeah.
So for him to do something like that, of course, it's going to be full blown outrage. Like I understood what JJ Redick was trying to explain and how passionate he was about his monologue.
Yeah.
But all the people that he was naming, they weren't influential the way Ja Morant is. They're not. Yeah, they might have been franchise players, but they weren't the ones getting the hundreds of millions of dollars the way Ja Morant is.
But what's worse, this or like when Meta World Peace went into the stands and punched a fan? I think it was.
Bro, they're both terrible.
They're both.
Nah, I think what Meta World
Yeah,
Peace
but-
did is way worse.
Yeah, but
This is just waving a gun at them.
Yeah, but how many times have Meta World Peace gotten suspended throughout his whole career? How many times has he
and he
done
missed that
things
whole
where he's
season.
been
He missed
teched
the whole
out?
season.
Oh, they.
Yeah,
He was
The
gone
whole
for that
season.
whole season.
and he was fined, and they went to court, and they lost the lawsuit.
It's not even about what's worse. It's just you gotta understand. If I put money into you, and you work for me,
That's completely understandable. There are expectations.
that's
There
what we're
are
all saying.
responsibilities.
but that's what we're all saying.
Yeah.
What you're trying to say, what JJ Redick is trying. I get it. I was like, yes, obviously in the world,
It's like if you get a company like, let's say, Microsoft, right? And if you have some young buck that's in his 20s that's doing really well, that's a genius. You can't put him as the CEO because he's just not mature enough. So when they take Ja Morant, try and make him the face of, he's too young. He's gonna make irresponsible. He's gonna, do dumb stuff and make irresponsible decisions. That's gonna happen. He's a kid.
we didn't. NBA didn't choose him. His skills chose him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's no, regardless, 23, whatever. It's just if I put money into you and you're doing stupid shit like this, hell yeah, I'm gonna find you. Hell yeah, I'm gonna critique. We're not like I feel like what JJ was trying to go, he was going too much. He's like the difference is those guys are not signed to whoever. Like I forgot who he was talking about, but Ja is signed to the NBA. They're investing money into him.
Right.
If you're gonna make my
That's your
brand look
boss.
bad, yeah. If we grab someone here and someone's here is showing guns in our podcast, you think I wanna? And I'm gonna be like, yo, you gotta chill. I put money into this.
Yeah.
So no, it's like I understand what Chuck is saying. I understand what everyone's saying. Like
Like he deserves to be. He deserves to be.
I'm not
punished.
mad at the backlash Ja's getting. I'm not mad.
Well, he deserves to be punished, and JJ Redick believes that too. Draymond Green believes that. But people are saying he should be locked up. Like that's
Oh, no,
crazy.
that's stupid.
That's too far. That's like
That's ridiculous. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Put it like this, right? The baby situation,
yeah,
right? When the baby said what he said, there was a lot of companies invested into him, and
Right.
he even said it in the shop
yeah,
where he lost out on what $400 million, and that was already scheduled money that he was going to receive. So you get what I'm saying? Is there's consequences behind everything that you do.
Right.
How you learn from those mistakes, that's completely up to you. But it seems like he wasn't reprimanded enough as
First time.
as a young kid,
yeah.
right?
Oh, he didn't get
They
punished
showed him
enough
mercy the first time.
And yeah, no, but I'm saying like regardless, the first time he didn't get reprimanded enough, yes. But I'm saying let's dig a little deeper, right? Was he reprimanded by his parents?
We don't know.
Exactly. So it's like you got to think about the actions that he's committing. Is it a form of rebellion
Or
towards,
stupidity.
or yeah, is it a form of rebellion, or is it a form of you just being stupid and trying to do what every other kid your age is doing, knowing damn well that you're basically a walking
Billboard.
yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is this. Like the whole age thing, I get it. You're not mature enough. But I feel like I can speak differently with that. But before we do that, do you think the music is being influenced very? Whose fault is it? Do you think more the music or Ja, or it's 50-50?
As far as influencing
Like
the
his
youth, or-
actions.
I mean, the music for sure, but he got to take responsibility at some point, right?
Do you blame NBA YoungBoy at all in this situation?
I blame his friends.
No, NBA YoungBoy.
Why would I blame NBA
Because
YoungBoy?
I heard a lot of people saying they should blame NBA YoungBoy for the type of music he's doing.
I mean, music is music.
So NBA
movies are
YoungBoy
movies.
is no blame for this.
No, I don't think
He
so.
shouldn't even speak about this situation. Like if they ask him,
No.
like saying his opinion is like he shouldn't give anything because it's not his fault. He's just making music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think because I don't know if you've seen, a lot of people said that they feel like the music is gaining influence for Ja.
Then, you know what comes into play at that point is parenting. Then you're not watching your kid enough. Ja's father is not watching him closely enough.
Yeah, but his
That
dad
becomes a
wants to be
problem.
able to party with him, bro. His dad don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So
So
this goes down to, like you said,
his father takes some blame there.
yeah. So it comes down to that. It's where his parents at. How are they holding him accountable, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's still young. He's gonna make mistakes. I understand and I get it. But again, like we said before, you're not just a regular basketball player. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not playing at the rec. You know, you're not playing at on a Sunday with your friends. You know,
This
you're
is not college basketball.
yeah.
either.
This is people, and when I mean people, I mean there's people investing in you, and you're fucking up their money. And before you fuck up their money, what they're gonna do? They'd rather drop you than to even deal with it.
Because they don't know
Or
what to
they'd
expect
rather-
next.
They'd rather dismantle you. You're messing with the higher ups, yo.
I agree with people playing it safe. I agree with companies playing it safe. But I don't agree with people trying to tear him down. Like even when the strippers came out and
Oh,
started
no, that was
talking.
stupid.
Yeah,
That
that's
was-
dumb as hell. No,
that's crazy.
like relax, shawty.
Yeah, that's
It's not
that. You see, I'm gonna say something.
Like let's be honest. Like you
How
want
can
him
you
to
start
apologize.
talking about morals, you know that?
Yeah, like not even that. Like, why are you telling him he hasn't apologized? How many other drug dealers are walking there with a blicky and talking about like, come on,
Unless
Shaggy.
like he hit you or something, that's different. But like,
he should have swung. No, I'm kidding. No, me chill.
But nah, he's gonna be gone for half of the season probably, and I think he's gonna lose the Nike deal.
I ain't gonna lie. The John Morant shoe, the silhouette in
It's
person,
nice.
it's trash.
Oh,
It's
it
trash.
It's
is.
trash.
It's it's too much like Kobe's. I'd rather have the original than.
It looks like a
Nike.
fucking duck shoe. I'm sorry. That shoe is trash.
I went to Nike the other day and they had sneakers on clearance that I wouldn't think that they would. Like the white Air Force Ones. I think they had it for like 75 or something like that.
Should have bought them, bro.
But it's.
Were you
it's
seeing a
real.
lot of regular shoes on the wall, y'all?
I saw a lot of special shoes going for cheap. Some Jordans, some.
Be like that,
Can
man.
we talk about the Converse boys now? Talk about sneakers now.
I got the Fragment Converse.
Oh, we got the Converse boys.
I gotta
over
change
here.
the
I got
laces.
classics.
I gotta change the laces. I'm gonna put the cream color.
Oh, we got the Converse boys to the left and to the right of me. Yeah.
Why you hating, bro?
I don't like Converse, yo.
That's fine, man. What happened to the Converse that I got you?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Aha. Matter of fact, let's stop the go put them on, yo.
I don't have them no more.
See? Disrespect.
I didn't like them. It didn't fit. It didn't. It's just the what is it?
It's all right, man.
Which one did you get me? The super the classics, right?
Maybe I don't know, man. You had them, remember?
But sticking with guns, New Jersey gun owners with concealed can carry permits. Wait, hold up. New Jersey gun owners with concealed carry permits can bring guns on beaches, in public parks, bars, and restaurants. How we feel about this? Are we gonna see a lot of John Morants out here?
I'll be honest. I'm actually cool with that. I'm okay with having the permit to carry. Concealed, it said, right?
But like in
Concealed?
bars and restaurants, though, like why do you need that in the bars or restaurants?
That's where a lot of fights go off, you
But-
know.
Like
Yeah.
what?
And they can.
I'm letting that thing ring.
Yeah.
And like, why do you have to bring it to the beach for?
Gotta let that thing ring.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like
So we could do IG videos like Jai, you know?
Like, I don't understand that. Like, to me, it's like, why do you need it at the beach? Why do you need it at the parks? Especially with kids.
I'll be honest, I didn't need it in those places, but I would have liked it.
Like, where would you be cool with it?
Just riding around, I guess. Just being out and about, riding around.
So you're talking about like, okay, riding around in
the car.
In the car?
Yeah.
But if you go into a bar or restaurant, you leave it in the car.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's just, to me, it's like, I never understood. It's like the parks. Like, why do you need a gun, a concealed weapon with kids around?
Yeah.
And dogs and animals at a park. Why do you need to go to a restaurant where everyone eats and drinks alcohol?
Yeah.
And fights could carry out.
Gotta let that thing ring.
And then beaches. We're there to get a tan and go into the water. Why do you need a gun? And we're like half naked.
In case you gotta shoot a shark or something.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? It's just
it's in case you gotta shoot a shark or something,
let me
man.
see if there are any more information. Like, I didn't understand. I didn't understand that point. Actually, no, I deleted it already. But I don't understand. Like, I know like the activists of the people who love guns. Like, they scored a big one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what, because I know Phil Murphy didn't ban it, but he like took it away.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he lost the battle and they won it.
Basically, you weren't allowed to carry at all.
Yeah.
Point blank.
And Phil Murphy signed that, I remember.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened recently. I don't know if he... I don't know what happened recently. But like, I don't get like
I was kind of against that because I would like to have just as protection if I'm being attacked. You know, if I'm being attacked.
My thing is, all right, okay, if you're being attacked at a bar.
Then if it's in the car, that's one thing.
But you're gonna. But
to bring it with you is like, I think
my thing is,
different.
you're gonna run to your car and then go back in the bar.
Not go back in the bar, but I'll just stay near my car. If I'm being threatened and if I'm being chased, then I know my protection is in the car.
But if you're riding in the whip, road rage with someone,
yeah,
you know what I mean, like
that can get out of hand too. And I'd like to have it in the car, actually, just in the car.
Well, I'm not having road rage with my man's right here.
Like, man, I'm not upset with the decision that was made.
I'm against guns, by the way.
I am for the most part, but there are certain situations where it's like it gets crazy.
I agree.
But don't you agree? Like being allowed to carry a concealed weapon at bars, restaurants, parks with kids.
So
you go to the soccer game with your kids and you see someone with a concealed weapon on them. It's like, for what? What's gonna happen?
So where do you
gonna shoot the ref?
where do you expect to have a gun at? It's just supposed to stay home?
I guess what he's
so whatever you're in a dire situation, or there in the car. But what if you're in a dire situation and you're walking somewhere?
You're gonna be that in the park. You're gonna shoot the ref. We're not calling that call.
Or what do you call that?
But that's
be mad
different.
at the kid for beating up your kid.
But that's different though.
But why do you have a gun in the bars, restaurants, parks, beaches?
Let's ask people from Texas. They have open. It's an open carry state.
You just said.
I don't mind it.
So, but all right, then what? If you can answer, can you answer it? Why should a person have one at a park with kids at a playground?
You never know, man. Kidnapper. The way things are going nowadays.
Those kids in the pull-up bars.
The way things are looking now. The world is dangerous.
Man, there's a lot of racists out here.
There's a lot of racists, a lot of pedophiles. There's a lot of nasty people out here. There's just a lot of things going on.
I'm more scared of racists right now, yo.
I
don't know why.
Being somewhere tucked away, somewhere available, like in the car, you know. But I don't think you should have it in like your
you should not be carrying
it
around with your shirt tucked in and you can see it
in your swimming trunks. That's kind of crazy.
That's nuts. Like, you trying to jump in the beach? Like, I don't understand it. Why are you going to the restaurant? Why are you going to Applebee's or a diner with a thing on you?
Again, you never know what may happen, man. The way things are going.
Nah, yeah. Go live in Texas then, man.
I might, man. I
don't understand it. I really don't. It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we're going to see a lot of Ja Morants out here, yo.
I mean, that's where you go and get background checks, mental checks.
Yeah.
You can't just carry a gun just to carry a gun.
That's one thing I would like more of. Just mental checks for everything. Like when you become a cop, when you become a teacher.
I need to ask someone how the back, like when to get a permit goes. Because I feel like so easy. I feel like anyone can get it, man.
Anyone can get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's to a point, like, I don't know, man.
Like
I'm
when I
against
worked at Dick's Sporting Goods, they used to give. You could get gun licenses and go get guns from
like
upstairs.
18, right?
Yeah, I don't know what age it was at that point.
It was
18.
21.
21, I think.
I
What?
think it's 18 now, yeah. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's 18 now.
Yeah, we'll have to look into the details for New Jersey, but it was easy. It's easy.
I don't know, man. I'm against it, but you know what, man? I'm gonna just stay home.
But I'm definitely for doing more mental evals.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think we need to do more of that across the board. Like even driving, there's certain drivers that should do mental
Oh yeah,
evals.
the road rage is insane.
Yeah,
It's insane.
So put it this, right? Hypothesize this, right? What if we take all guns away?
Look at the words he be using. That.
Let's take let's
Hypothesize.
let's take all the guns away, right?
yeah.
Let's take all guns away
and use your fist.
and just keep knives. Keep knives on us.
That's just as bad because they tried that in Europe.
So now what?
Would you
Take
rather-
the knives away. What do we have after the knives? Just
Yeah,
fists. So now we're killing people with our own hands. Now what?
Would you really get?
Now what? You're not answering my question. Now what do we do? Do we just lock up people because now we're killing people with our bare hands?
Bro, why can't everyone just be nice, man?
Then you got to live in a perfect world, buddy. We don't live in a perfect world,
I'm just against weapons, yo.
as you should be, and that's fine.
See, I think the source of the solution would be the mental eval.
I
Yeah, it's the
agree.
mental.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Because if you're the wrong person, then you wouldn't be driving. Then there would be no road rage. You know, you eliminate
that
so
thing
much.
fly in the car like, yo, know what I mean?
Would you rather get stabbed or shot?
I better get blown up, man. I don't feel nothing.
Would you rather get stabbed or shot, yo? What do you
I'd
think
rather
hurts
get
more?
shot.
You rather get shot because it's quicker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to get shot because the stabbing, it's like
and when the cut is open and it's exposed to the air, that shit burns.
Cut you open.
Especially if they do it wrong.
First of all, if they do it wrong, they shouldn't be trying to kill nobody, man.
like, bro, why here? You should have aimed there. You know, so it's
oh man.
my a family member had a really bad experience back when I think guns were illegal at that point, but he cut somebody off in traffic, right? And they pulled that thing out and literally they just like aimed it at his head and followed him like down a couple miles.
So now this goes. So you're cool with concealed weapons.
And mental eval. So we need that too. We need that too.
Mind you, let's just say one day you never cut someone off, but you're late for work or whatever, and you cut someone by accident.
Yeah.
And then you get to work, and my man's behind you with a concealed weapon. He has his permit, everything. He said, "Yo, you ever do that to me? I'm gonna shoot your ass." You're cool with that?
Nah, he's facing a charge.
There's something else we got to consider. When you have concealed weapons, right? And the cop knows there's a weapon in the car, then there's room for that to escalate also. Right?
I'm really against it.
I didn't think about that. So if you have a gun in the car and the cop stops you for a traffic violation, right? And
That
now
shit
they
could go to
know.
the next level.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's worse for the blacks and browns.
Yeah. Anyone of color, really.
Like I'm so against it. I'm so against it.
Yeah, I don't know now. I
Bro,
don't know that.
The littlest thing, bro. They'll follow your eyes if you have it in the car. If they
Yeah.
have it in the car.
Just take me out, man.
They could be, your dog was in my way. They're gonna shoot your ass. like the way he gets mad at Sky and other dogs, bro. He'll probably shoot my dog, yo.
You swear I have something against your dog, bro.
You do, man.
I don't.
Don't make him and breed. Sky came and breed, yo.
I wanted to ask, going back to the Ja Morant situation, has there been any players that have done stupid stuff, just as stupid as Ja, and come back as a brand?
Michael Vick.
No.
Did he come back?
He
I don't
didn't
think
he didn't come back full strength after the dog fights.
as a brand, not as.
Yeah, he didn't come back strong. He was still a start. He came back to the league, but he wasn't that Michael Vick before.
Roethlisberger.
Oh, who's that?
Ben Russell, after the rape case, probably. Yeah, he was still the big phase. I think he went a Super Bowl after that. But then he.
So-
That's true.
Are you talking about
That
someone of
part.
color? Someone of color?
Pretty much.
Runner or test?
I don't think he became a brand after.
Kobe Bryant.
After the Denver.
But he wasn't found guilty.
Yeah, but still, bro, if
that whole thing was a scandal, bro.
Bro, if that's still in your record, bro, they're still gonna look at you like that.
Even after he passed,
Yeah,
they were
spoke
still
on
bringing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe, the GOAT.
That's a little on the fence.
Allen Iverson, no? Wasn't Allen
you could say
Iverson
Allen
feeling
Iverson, too.
he went
But
through a scandal?
That shit was more racist than anything, because he himself didn't do anything.
But still,
that's the difference between.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're talking about things that we're naming people, and these people were still the face of that.
And
Mike Tyson.
And Draymond,
Mike Tyson,
Mike
he
Tyson
came back stronger than ever.
Draymond also said he doesn't know he knows real gangsters, and he said real gangsters he knows doesn't show guns on IG Live,
Yeah.
or they don't even show it off. And he said, I'm gonna end it like that. So is y'all a fake one? Or is he a real one?
Ja's not a gangster.
Yeah,
he's not
But
hood.
he wants to be.
My man's from the suburbs, bro.
But he wants. So that's why when Lil Wayne was speaking on it, I was like, Lil Wayne, just shut up, yo.
But
But Lil Wayne was from the trenches.
But what I'm saying, what Lil was saying about Jay, said, yo, we don't know his history. I said, Lil Wayne, yes, we do. He grew up in the Facebook, Instagram era. Ja Morant.
Yeah.
We saw his post, bro. He was a regular kid.
Who?
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant. Yeah.
So with Lil Wayne, I feel like Lil Wayne just be saying shit just to say shit.
But what Lil Wayne basically said is that I grew up in a good home. I grew up well off because my friends, right, when they were around me, they lived well because of all the money I had. You know, he got hot when he was young, but when they weren't around him, they went back into the streets and they influenced him to be how he was. He wasn't really in the streets like that. Wayne wasn't in the streets like that. But even with good parenting, even with a good household, he said he was a knucklehead because he shot himself, right? So he said,
Plexico burst his ass.
we can't expect.
That's
Ja
another
to do the
person,
same.
but his career never recovered.
But when Lil Wayne was a knucklehead and he was
That was a
crazy
dumbass.
and rich,
He shot himself, bro.
Lil Wayne didn't have 1/10 of the money that Ja has now.
Nah, yeah, that's.
Ja has way more money than Wayne had. So
Well, Wayne started seeing that money around the time around Ja's age.
Ja's age, yeah.
And
But
I
he
don't-
kind of cleaned it up by then, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear this whole his age thing because LeBron was 18 and he didn't do shit, yo.
Yeah, but LeBron's like, you can't do that. 'Cause
Yeah, LeBron's a rare case.
Yeah,
Because LeBron knew
he knew
going
everything
into
from
the
beginning.
NBA.
All right, but look at all the youngsters right now. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
There's some good eggs. you
Yeah,
know?
but
They're not from the suburbs. If anything, they grew up worse than Ja.
Yeah.
But that's because all right.
They grew up worse than Ja.
I think that
Jason
we're
Tatum's story, you can hear, bro. Him and his mom was like basically homeless, bro.
but you can tell. But like this goes back to that cliche. Suburban kids want to be gangster. Gangsters want to live in the suburbs.
Right.
Like there,
Right.
it's everybody thinks being black is cool till you have to be black.
Right. 100%.
Think about it that way, right? It's just like it doesn't make any sense why a lot of these kids who grew up well off want to be gangster, and like maybe it comes with like an adrenaline rush or everything, but once those consequences hit, all of a sudden, oh no, I'm from the suburbs. I've never done such a thing before. I like mommy and daddy can no.
That's what somebody pointed out. Like Ja probably didn't face enough shit, before the NBA. That's why he's doing all of this. But if he would have faced jail time or did this and that, he would have been more
just
precautious.
throw him in the hood, yo. And just lived there for like a week, yo.
I don't know.
But not like Jason. Like I'm tired of this whole age thing, because there's people his age who actually grew up from there are not acting like this.
And it's likely because they've faced the consequences or their friends have, so they know to be a little more wary when they move about.
And you could tell, bringing on Tatum, his mom raised him well.
Yeah.
She's in
His
every
father
game.
too.
Yeah, his father too. But so like my thing is, Ja is just stupidity, yo. He's gonna throw everything away. And it's gonna be crazy if he does it one more time before the next NBA season.
I think the music lured him in the way it lures suburban kids in, but I think that's his parenting. That's his parents not.
Tell me,
jumping
listen
in
to Lil
enough.
Mabu, bro. Don't listen to NBA YoungBoy.
Lil Mabo.
Lil Mabu.
I would say this: Ja did help me young boys some sales, yo. He did help him with some sales, yo.
An NBA young boy never spoke on it.
But he shouldn't, because it's not his fault.
No, I mean he never spoke on how much Jai has done for the brand.
Oh yeah, but I think it's smart too. It doesn't affect his
He just stays away from it, right?
So you know what, man? Was it NBA YoungBoy with the whole "Stop the Violence" campaign?
That was BS, bro. Like, now I feel
That
like
that was all
complete
just a
BS.
marketing thing. It was like he was not really, because he knew he was.
How do we feel about this NBA YoungBoy versus Dirk then?
He was on that motorbike in that video. He was like, "You don't like me, huh, bitch?" And somebody was like, "That shit's electric. That's just not even a real bike."
Do you think?
So it's.
Do you think they could take it to somewhere it shouldn't take it to?
I hope not. I hope this is all marketing and.
Lil Durk is he's sitting higher than NBA YoungBoy when it comes to not sales, when it comes to like stardom, like when it comes to who he has relationships with.
Okay.
You get me? So I don't think Dirk will fuck that up.
Somebody told me like NBA YoungBoy is a little bit like Lil Wayne also, because
You could tell the influence.
he's had money for a while. I think he's kind of removed from the streets more so than Lil Durk. I think he's still in it. I think he still has a lot of people
who NBA
still
YoungBoy.
deep in it. Dirk. I think NBA YoungBoy is more so like he has
We
the
don't
freedom.
know.
He has the
We
money.
don't know. This all allegation. We don't know if he does. We don't know if he does.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, even but that goes to show like, but that's how you move militantly, right?
Yeah,
Dirk knows how to move even with the money.
Does
and
he?
he's been quiet for the most part,
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't do anything. He's
Yeah.
just been quiet. He'll drop a record here and there. He's doing what every top tier artist does.
Yeah.
Stay quiet, work on music, drop a
Like,
record.
Even with NBA YoungBoy, he hasn't really said much negative things about him, even when asked. So it feels like NBA is doing majority of the beefing, right? with
I
Dirk?
do agree that it's academics trying to start that.
Yeah, he's in the middle.
Academics is stirring something with that to try to create a narrative and just create the issues and problems,
And
have
create
sides playing
content.
sides. Yeah, it's academics is known for doing that type of thing.
He's a catalyst for
Will it work for selling records? Probably, but let's not take it anywhere else besides just musically.
But this is exactly what they did with Biggie and Pac. That shit wasn't that serious. The media made it that serious.
Yeah.
So
Do you think NBA is gonna take it like 6ix9ine, like poking at Dirk?
I think he is right now.
But NBA YoungBoy has always done that though. He's
With
always
everyone.
he's always poked. He's always said some outlandish shit, especially with the record that he dropped, dissing Cole, Drake. Well, not dissing, but just
Yeah.
saying shit. Like,
But going back to what a friend said, it's because NBA YoungBoy, he's not really connected to the streets. He's not facing the consequences like that, and he has a bunch of money. So his situation and Jaz's situation is like it's similar. You don't see Dirk out here going crazy. People just know that he's from the streets, so they keep bringing him up.
Yeah,
But he's not talking as much.
Yeah, but NBA YoungBoy been like this since he's been. He's facing charges. Right? He's on house arrest right now, right?
Yeah, but I mean, those charges are different from what
Yeah, but
Dirk
isn't
goes
he-
through.
Isn't he on a murder or not?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think it's murder. I think maybe it's like a battery charge or something like that.
But y'all think
You know who really changed their life 100% ever since they got into a relationship and got married and stuff?
Ew.
Yeah.
G Herbo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Gucci.
That's different. I'm talking about like the younger kids.
Okay.
G Herbo.
Yeah.
He's really turned his whole life around from being like this gangster to like really,
But his
just-
girl is dope. Like when you have a good girl on your side.
But that's
makes
what
it
I'm
easier.
saying. But it goes to show how his whole life has turned around ever since he got with Fab's daughter. But also Fab is Fab
He's a
from the
smart
block.
guy,
Fab
so
from the
that,
block. He
you
comes
know,
like, yo, I'm
it's in
smack
the
shit
gene
out
pool.
you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not even cool.
Who?
The daughter and Fab.
No, but you know what I'm trying. Never mind. He's still gonna protect his daughter regardless. Like,
Regardless.
It's not his real daughter. Obviously.
but it doesn't matter.
It's stepdaughter.
Oh, stepdaughters.
Yeah.
So not in the gene pool, but
No,
it's
they're
it's
not
in the
related.
brain. I mean, he
Yeah,
gave
he was there
he
when
gave
she
her the
was,
jewels.
she was like a baby.
Basically that.
Yeah.
No, but the dad's in the picture. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, G Herbo definitely turned his whole life around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they say she's a home wrecker, yo.
But they're
Everybody's
saying
a
that, like,
home wrecker,
Alicia
bro.
Keys-
No, don't do that.
Everybody's a
Are
home
you a
wrecker.
home wrecker?
Me?
So everyone's a home wrecker, right?
Everybody's a home wrecker,
Some
man.
people that say that call people home wreckers are just mad. They're
And
just
did you
mad
tell
at
me
the
some crazy
situation.
stories about her?
About who?
Was it you who told me? Who that, was it? Are you sure it wasn't you?
I'm positive.
Because she's from Jersey.
No.
She went to that school. What school was it? I forgot. I swear thought it was you. That knew because people knew, and she used to do some wild shit. Yo.
Everybody does wild shit when they're young, though.
Yeah,
But they said she's a homewrecker. Yeah, she broke up.
that's hate. That's
no,
hate.
who was the?
Because they said that about Alicia
No,
Keys.
but
They're in a
even G
critical
Herbo
situation.
confirmed it. You didn't see the interview
G Herbo?
with what's her name with young mommy,
Young Miami?
young Miami. He asked her straight up. You can look on YouTube. She asked did was what the fuck was the question? Something. Who was his ex?
Mm.
Something with her ex. He said was did this new relationship basically ruin the other one? He said yes.
Let's be real. Before you have money, you don't have a lot of choices. And then when you get money,
No, but
you
she's
get
bad.
a lot of choices.
His
and
baby
then-
mom's bad. Is this okay? His baby mom or his
But, this new option is better.
I don't know shit that.
What was it that? What was the quote that was on Instagram for everybody? Don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife.
Yeah.
G Herbo went with that, man. He found his wife.
Let's hope.
Hey, man, they've been together for years.
Yeah.
They even have a baby together.
Well, we haven't seen a
You
problem
think that stops
between
people?
them.
No, but I'm just saying.
People don't do that. You think baby stops people? from
No,
not being
because look at
together?
Hope. Hope cheated on Beyonce, but I'm just saying.
Let's keep it real. Like, some homewreckers are blessings. Like, you've never seen a problem.
Yo, this man wild. This man's wild. Some whole records are blessings.
You've never seen a problem with Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. You've never seen a problem with G Herbo and his girl.
Yeah, because they don't post it online like everybody else
No,
does.
she does.
They're not Blueface and Christian Rock.
He needs a homewrecker.
So basically, you need a homewrecker, yeah.
Me? I don't need anything, man.
You need a homewrecker too, yeah.
I need a therapist. That's what I need.
Maybe that's your homewrecker. Talk about homewreckers, yo. Have you ever been a homewrecker, yo?
Nah.
You're asking too many questions, man.
I'm going too deep.
You're going too deep, man.
Oh, let's see. Oh, we gotta talk about this, man. I need to know your Did you hear about what Nike did with the Nike Dunks?
The Jarrito Dunks?
They canceled everyone's order basically.
Yeah.
So basically, people who won basically took the L.
Yeah.
How
Why
would
did
you
they
feel if you
cancel?
got that email, yo?
Bro, I already took it out by winning shoes, bro.
Do you think that's wrong?
Yes. Because you shouldn't announce a release and then just,
And you paid for it, but then
Take
get a
that back.
refund.
yeah.
Do you know the reason why that happened?
Bro, does it look like I work at HR, man, or something? Like, and I don't know.
Can you give me like a theory or something?
Probably
Not enough production.
No, I think they had enough production. Nike has enough production to make
So
a
what
shoe.
was the reasoning you think?
Probably just the quality control. Maybe that could be it. Quality control, or maybe the deal didn't go through.
Quality control with it's kind of random for it to be this specific shoe.
Bro, and they were hyping it up for months, yo.
I know.
Like they had a release date for like. Bro, I remember you were talking about it like months ago.
But also probably, again, like I said, probably the deal didn't go through as well.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a issue there on that end. People didn't get their percentages or something like that, so they just cut it right off the bat.
Oh, as far as with the Jarrito's company.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? There's still some pairs out there, right?
Yeah.
But the resale's nuts, right?
Yeah.
That's
Looking like at $600.
Can you imagine paying $140, $130?
130.
$130? Say yes, I got a steal. And then you check your email. Yeah, we just refund you. Yeah, I would be so pissed as a reseller. Me personally, I would be like, yo, what the fuck? Because that's a come up. But then if you wanted that as your personal, then yeah, I just got these shit. You told all your friends that, yo, bro, I'm about to wear this shit with this fit right here. And then next thing you see an email saying, unfortunately, we're out of stock and we're gonna refund you. Yo, that's nuts. Adidas would never do that to you.
The demand isn't
Nike
that high,
will.
right?
What?
The demand isn't that high. And they have
No, the demand is high.
For what?
They just probably didn't have the supply.
for Adidas sneakers.
Oh,
Well,
you're talking about Adidas or Nike?
Adidas. Like,
Well, they're
they
doing the
probably
Yeezy
did it
drop.
for Yeezys.
They're doing the Yeezy drop. I think next month,
They already started in Europe.
bro. That blue slide,
Man, I want the boots.
the blue slide.
I want
look
the new
nice.
shit that he has on. You know those socks, sneakers.
Those shits are disgusting.
I think those are fly.
You coming with that shit, bro?
I'm throwing this elephant in your face.
Not even. I'm gonna be like, you get your barefoot ass out of here.
You bet. Would you
Yeah,
go to-
yeah, saying that now. Wait till it releases. When it releases,
I ain't writing it.
yeah, I gonna turn
Bro,
around.
I'm very on like
Yeah, me
if
too.
a shoe looks ugly in picture, in person it probably looks trash.
Yeah, I said that about these sneakers, right? Like some of these.
No.
Keep talking.
For all of the Yeezys, the only ones I said that looked weird in person, what was it? The 450s.
Yeah.
The
Which
the
ones
the
are
sock
those?
Yeezy, the one that was like it looked like a basketball shoe.
Okay.
That one in person is trash. I think the 550s they look weird in person. The lows,
Yeah.
I prefer the highs better. But I think the lows just look weird in person.
But I mean, all of his sneakers are meant to be different. That's what we like about it.
No, of course, but again, it's a lot of these silhouettes aren't.
But I think the more you hate it initially, the more you end up loving it towards when it actually releases.
Nah,
I think he's ahead of his time, and
I mean, probably somebody will like him. Again, he makes them for a certain demographic, but a lot of these they for sure sat at the Adidas store. That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on the silhouette that's selling out.
I feel like he's a bad marketer of his own product because when he wears it, he doesn't wear it with the full fit. He just kind of wears it alone.
That's not true.
Like-
Because
I agree.
his fits have been like very athleisure.
But I'll say this.
Yeah, but it's usually like trash, and then you think that's what he's selling. But when it comes out, when it releases, with people wearing it with their full entire fits, you're like, okay, I'll buy it.
But that's because that's other people.
My thing is,
It's kind of sorry. Go ahead.
no, I can't support people's brands if they don't even wear the brand. Like, so why am I gonna buy your brand if you don't even wear your brand?
I think there's some logic behind that. Like,
I don't think so. It's like,
It's kind of like what Tom Ford said, right?
Yeah.
He's like he enjoys people who wear his pieces.
Yeah.
He hates it when people wear the runway outfit.
yeah,
It doesn't show any individualism.
Yeah,
Doesn't show any like you knowing how to dress the piece, right?
yeah,
It just goes to show you have no taste.
right.
Like you just want to be from head to toe. This is how you want to look, and it's just like he wants people to
That
put the
means
outfits
you have
together
no
themselves.
Fashion sense.
Yeah.
I mean, as a designer, when you create the fits and when you have the models walk the runway, right? You put a lot of random stuff together, and you want people to just create their own sauce with those pieces. You don't want people to watch and copy and paste. You know what I mean? Then it's like, my creations aren't connecting with society out there.
Yeah.
You're kind of you're wasting my time, if anything.
I agree.
I agree.
Good goodness.
Yo, that's
shit.
this guy. You got it right here.
Yeah.
Okay. We start.
Yeah.
I want to do. I want to get into a conversation about health insurance. I feel like that's a topic that a lot of people don't really have. Me personally, I currently don't have health insurance, and obviously a lot of people are scared of medical debt.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a high thing in United States. I think.
Yeah, it's super common. 1 in 3 they say have medical debt.
Yeah, it could be from a couple hundred to thousands, to thousands. But
I probably have medical debt and I don't know about it.
probably.
I know I went to the ER one time because my face has swelled up.
That bill went somewhere.
Yeah, it definitely went somewhere.
It was probably
So
what,
it's-
allergies?
No, I had an infected tooth.
Yeah, health insurance. I currently don't have health insurance. I'm trying. Hopefully, by the next month or two, I have it with business. But I feel like it's so underrated because you don't realize how important it is until they take you away from your parents' health insurance.
And you got to do it on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you got a job and then your job gives you basically all the benefits.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like you don't realize how much the copay is with insurance, without insurance. With insurance, you're probably paying like $10 to $25.
Yeah.
Without insurance, you're looking at $100 to $200, depending. That's a regular doctor. But if you're going to a specialist on like bone or whatever, that shoots up.
Yeah.
So and same thing with dentists. Dentists are putting like the copay for that, eye doctor, whatever. You start realizing when you hit a certain age, like, damn, like health insurance is really important.
Yeah.
And
then you start understanding what Bernie Sanders is talking about.
Yeah. And why do you think that is? Why do you think we learned so late about like the importance of health insurance?
Because we're young and we're out here doing a bunch of things to our body that we shouldn't be.
But we shouldn't always blame the we're so young.
I think it's part of the plan. I think a lot of the corporate companies, they benefit off of the debt. I feel like if we knew, we would take advantage of
right when we get out. Like
we'd be prepared. And I think the companies don't want that. I think they make more money off the debt.
Oh, of 100%, 100%. The even talk about health insurance, even with medications, like if you have an infection or something or illness, with insurance, you're probably paying like $10, $20. Without it, you're looking at like 50 and up without insurance, depending on the medication. It's like it's just crazy to me.
They say I've heard someone say, if you look at the companies that make the most money, you're also looking at your biggest problems.
Expand on that.
Like the financial industry does amazing when it comes to numbers, right? When it comes to profits, right? But that's the same reason why most of America is in credit card debt. You know what I mean? The financial industry, the pharma companies, they make more money than most other companies. And that's the same reason.
You saw how they wanted to raise the COVID dose, right?
Yeah.
How it was so cheap in the beginning, then they wanted to like triple the price or quadruple the price.
And mandated at the same time where you have to take it. So.
Probably have some weird ass fucking virus in my body after that COVID shot.
No, I don't think so.
I'm dying slowly inside.
The COVID shot we got for free. But I think once they...
You got it for free?
Yeah, I got it for free. The first one's always free.
Yeah, I took the first and second. That's it.
Yeah, thank God I had health insurance. There's some other two after that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Motherfuckers is paying somebody. I remember I went to go get I think it was my first booster, and somebody was there and they were like, okay, you don't have health insurance? All right, it's gonna be $20. He's like, $20. He's like, yeah. He's like, nah, forget it. I don't need it. The motherfucker walked out. I was like, oh my God, yo.
Holy shit.
That's a struggle. I feel like I'm at the point of $20. Yeah, man. We had, I'll survive.
There's another thing that we're not taught much about, right? That costs you a lot of money. Your car.
Oh yeah, I did stupid shit.
Your car, like every few miles, boom.
I did stupid shit. I'm not gonna even say invested. I bought. Were you around when I had the BMW?
Yeah, man.
I
around the city, dirty, man.
I bought a BMW at 20 years old for like $19,000. Obviously, I got a loan.
Yeah.
Worst mistake of my life.
Because of how costly it is, right?
Yeah.
Maintenance and everything. I've heard horror stories from BMW owners.
It's just the timing wasn't right. My ego was involved. And people were telling me, don't do it. Like my brother, mom, my sister, like, don't do it. It costs a lot. The parts, the brakes, is like triple of a Honda. Yeah, I had an Acura before that. But I didn't listen. And bro, I was basically in debt. I was in debt.
My cousin just got a brand new BMW. And there was like a little chink on the back light. To replace that whole thing, it's like, I don't know, like 800 plus.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just gonna leave it like that
till he get pulled over. Nah, man, it's wild.
I was like, I feel like as a society too, this goes back to the influence of like with Ja too, the influence of the music, social media. You just see the nice things and you just want it so bad too, and you just risk it all. But then it might be good the first day, the first week, the first month. A couple months later, you're like, holy shit, how am I gonna do this?
Yeah. But I feel like the culture doesn't speak on the shit that matters because it's not cool enough. It's like
exactly.
It's
now
burdensome.
I'm cool with my Honda. That shit paid off. I'm riding that shit till the wheels falls off, yo.
Yeah.
It has like 140, I think,
That's
miles
gonna
on
go-
it.
Yeah.
It's a Honda, easy to fix. I'm rolling with it. I'm not buying no other shit. I don't want no car payment. Yo, car payments are the worst.
Yeah.
Car payments are the worst. I remember mine used to be $326 for the BMW a month, plus the health insurance. I mean, not health insurance. Plus the car insurance was, I think, like 110. I think. So you're basically looking at like 440, 450 a month for the car. Nah, man, I'm good.
Those are the car payments, not the actual insurance, right?
No. The car payment was 326.
Yeah.
Around 325, and then that's car, and then the car insurance was like I had NJM at that time. I was paying like 110, I think.
Damn.
So you're basically looking at 450, 440
before anything happens.
as a 20-year-old, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is 10 years ago. This is 2013.
Yeah. And that's not an investment at all. That's just money.
No, that's money thrown away. I look at the money I spent on that car. Oh, bro, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. I should have just got a cheap hoopty and just. But no, yeah, car. I think people buying cars, I think, is stupid at a young age.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
But you can buy like a Toyota or something that's reliable.
But it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
That's
That's
not
right.
It's not
It-
cool.
Yeah.
I think like the new car that's like really, really starting to catch me some good attention is like the hatchback Subaru,
Yeah.
The hatchbacks are nice.
but it's also expensive
Yeah, I'm not
to
getting.
take care of.
I'm not. If I'm gonna get a car, I'm gonna wait till like probably a couple years. I want to buy a house before I buy a car,
Yeah. Yeah. That's the.
and I'll use that money too if I want to invest in a car.
Yeah.
But I do want a Tesla. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at Tesla. I'm like, I kind of want an electric car. I kind of want a Tesla, and then I keep my hoopty right there with gas.
I think by the time you get into the
His
market,
hoopty's gonna
you
be like a
have
Lambo.
houses.
Hell no, I'm not investing. Never. I would never buy a limb. The crazy exotic car I really want is a 911 Porsche.
Porsche 911.
Like that's the only thing. But like that's not like, oh my god, I need it. But now I'm good with my Honda, man.
And people coming from the hood, especially, right? Like we think, oh, if something costs $100, if I save up to $100, boom, I can get it. No,
Right.
if it costs $100, it costs like $900 to maintain that $100 thing. A lot of people don't do that math, right? So it's just
The thing is with BMWs and Mercedes is it's good to get those cars when it's certified. It's basically meaning if they're certified, they can fix it. They're basically fix it on your behalf. Like you probably put a little bit, but not the full amount.
yeah,
Like if a tire pops, they might cover that if it's
Yeah.
certified. If the brake needs, they might cover that, or you might pay like 20% or whatever. But the bad investment is when it's not certified and you gotta pay 100% of it from your pocket.
yeah,
Like one tire I remember because the BMW was run flat tires.
yeah,
And if people know anything about run flat tires, they're expensive. And then BMW, I think one tire was I think like 250 to 3, I think.
I can tell you a story. I can tell you a really ridiculous story. I
No,
don't
that's
wanna tell
ridiculous.
it. That is.
Yo,
But this story. Okay, so
I got a big ass.
I'm not gonna name any names, so I'll say this, right? I got an Infinity i30 from a Patterson dealership. That was like a red flag right there. Why are we getting something from a Patterson dealership?
It must have been stolen or something, yeah.
That's how I felt about it, right? So I went into a dealership. I look around and I'm like, this looks like a junkyard. Like, why are we here? So I'm with the family member and they're like, yeah, we're gonna buy the car from here. I'm like, okay, so if they're gonna help me out, I can't complain. I'm like, all right, whatever. The guy, the salesman comes up and he's like, which car would you want? And I'm like, I thought they had it picked out. Like, I have to choose. So I look around. I picked the best car, the best that was in the best shape. Everything else was basically junk. You know what I mean? Windows cracked, et cetera, et cetera. So this was an Infinity i30. The way it looked, the most I would say it should have cost was like $2,000. And the guy
You
said
want to give a
4,000.
year out? You want to give them a year that this was happening?
Oh, that this was happening or the car?
This was happening because 2000 right now, people will be like, "There's no way a car's $2,000."
2010.
Okay, yeah, that's more reasonable. Because now 2000 car, you can buy a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at my new car, bro. That's a bike.
Yeah.
Nah, that's my car.
$2,000 bike.
Yeah, that's not gonna. You're not buying a car with that.
But it looked like it was worth $2,000, right? At that time. The guy said 4,000. The family member was like, all right, I'll buy it. I'm like, what the fuck?
He didn't even negotiate. He was like, "Yo,
Yeah, he
I'll
didn't-
take it, yo." It's just
We didn't even check the Carfax. I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with the car. So he attempts to buy it, and I step in and I go, no. That shit looks like it's worth 2,000. And the guy doesn't negotiate. He's like a big built Dominican. Right? Like, he's like, nah, 4,000, Papi. He doesn't move. He doesn't move on it. They end up getting the car. The following week, the axle underneath the car, it breaks down. That shit ends up costing $1,000. This shit was a piece of trash.
imagine Infinities are expensive.
But this was a used.
Still, bro.
Used or not.
Yeah, because my builder was used. Even though it doesn't matter, the brakes are gonna be brand new.
It's like this, right? It's like you're looking for shoes and you see a pair of Travis Scotts for retail. You're like, these must be fake, but I'm gonna buy them anyway. It's like there's something wrong there.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
And then you hit up the seller and you're like, hey, listen, are these real? They're like, yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of them. And it's just like, nah, man.
So during that entire period, we still didn't check the Carfax. Right? I'm like, what's going on, right? So then the wheels give out, and we go to Sears. Out of all places, we go to Sears because of this family member, right? They're freaking geniuses. So we go to Sears.
This family member must love spending money.
They're just dumb. They have no experience, and I didn't know, so I was just following in their, behind them. We go to Sears. The Sears, the guy at the auto body shop says the rims are different sizes. That's why you're getting the rickety feeling, right?
My man was driving yo.
I got a 17-inch, a 20-inch, and a 19-inch.
That's how it was. That's how it was. I was like, they were probably using this car for parts. We should have checked the Carfax.
So how much did you spend total, you think?
Right there in Sears, right? So the car was 4,000.
RP
right?
to Series, yo.
Right there in Sears to replace the rims, they ended up costing 1,000. But it didn't end there because the wheels gave out. So we needed to replace all 4 wheels, right? This family member bought the wheels from freaking Sears, and it was $250 each on a car that cost 4,000.
I felt so. He basically spent like close to like around like 7,000.
7,000. And you gotta account for the axle that gave out underneath, so that was like 1,000.
So it's like 1,000. So right now you're at a 6,000. Okay,
Just give him 10,000, right?
Wait, more than 6,000 because 4,000, 1,000.
4,000. You said 250 each wheel.
250 each wheel, so that's
The axle was
1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
Axle
So
was
5.
1,000, but then the
The rims
rims.
was 1,000.
Oh, the rims. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like 7,000 roughly, right? So within 2 years, I don't even think it was 2 years. Within 1 year, it breaks down at a stoplight, and I literally had to push this car into
My man
the gas
pushing
station.
car. Yo, that's crazy.
This shit gave out. It gave out, so we took it to a mechanic, and the mechanic was like, "It's done. It's trash." So 7,000, and within a year and a half, I think it gave out. So it's like, it's trash.
Now you see, with me, the BMW lasted. When did I meet you?
2015.
Yeah, like the car lasted about like at least probably like 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
This shit gave out in like we spent double. So the car is worth 2,000. I kid you not. Like when you look online, it's worth 2,000. The guy ripped us off, made us pay additional 2,000. We paid 4,000. We spent 3,000 on it, fixing it and everything. It finally gave out a year and a half in. We go to the mechanic. The mechanic says, "I'll buy it off of you, $250." I'm like, each tire is $250. What the fuck? We can't do that.
At that point, you could have just junked the car and would have made more.
The family member was still like adamant about, no, let's give the car away. It's a trash. Let's give it away. So he goes back to the guy that said 250, right? And he was like, "Okay, we'll give you, we'll do it for 250. Let me get the 250." And he was like, "No, you gotta pay me now, 350." And he gave 350 and gave the car.
No, he
What the
didn't.
fuck?
He did not pay that guy to give it away.
He paid to give it away. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
First, the mechanic offers him $250. He says no. He comes back and says, "Y'all sell it for $250. No, you gotta pay me $350. All right."
And I'm like, you told us that you'd buy it for $250, and he was like, yeah, it's trash. I can't do anything with it. $350. You give me $350.
And then
I'll
he
take it
probably
off your
sold it
hands.
after that.
He probably made that shit brand new and sold it for like a couple
He's a
grand.
mechanic.
The tires itself, we got the tires maybe a month back.
Oh yeah.
So the tires were still brand new.
They were still brand
He
new.
probably sold those tires easily. He probably.
I
broke
never
the car
dealt
down.
with that family member again. That family member.
Bro, you could have
fucking
junked
trash.
that car and made at least a good 1,000 back.
At least, at the very least. And I told him that, like, I could
Yeah,
put it up on
because
Craigslist.
if the tires were still brand new, $250 each, you could probably give them away for like a $150,
above
Say
50.
200.
$150,
200.
maybe 200.
Just be like, yo, basic.
The axle underneath was still pretty new. I could have gave that for maybe 400.
You could check the brakes, the headlights, the backlights, the taillights.
Yeah,
Just
you could have
break it down
junked that
for
car
parts.
yourself and
The
would have
seats
made
in there. You could have.
made some money back.
And this is what I told them, and they were like, "Where are you gonna do it?"
Man, it is what it is, man.
Oh man, you guys are too much. Kids, do not buy expensive cars, man. Please.
Know what you're doing.
Don't buy.
Step one,
Just buy
know
a
what you're
Honda,
doing.
man, or a Toyota. Just move on after.
Put
that.
it like this: if it's too good to be true, trust me, it is too good to be true.
Exactly.
But it's not even the price. It's just having that luxury car. It's not the price.
no, it wasn't a luxury
Did you?
car. It's like
all right, did you guys ever hear that story about that guy who bought a car, but the car was actually a rental? So he
Oh,
lost out on his money, so he got scammed, and then the rental place still ended up taking the car back. So my man was out on $40,000.
No, I didn't hear about
goddamn.
that.
So this kid, he had bought it was a black cat. Somebody was selling it for $40K.
holy shit.
So he was trying to purchase it.
Yeah.
So he purchased it off the guy. He had the car.
Yeah.
Come to find out the car's a rental. So the rental company has been trying to look for that car and located it for a while. So the only thing that the guy ended up doing was he ended up changing the plates and adding different colors to the car.
Damn.
And so the kid was out on $40,000.
He couldn't run the plates. Well, he changed the plates, right? But he couldn't run like the VIN number and find anything.
I guess it goes back to just trying to have something expensive
Yeah.
or something luxury.
And he
For
just rushed the process,
Yep.
right? See, this is what I learned. Never leave your responsibility on anyone else. Do your own research. I could have done my own research, could have checked the Carfax and everything else, but I just left it on to them because they said they knew what they were doing.
They had, and then also he gave him a
fake.
fake title to go with the car.
Damn.
So
Do your research.
yeah,
No matter what you do your research. Do your due diligence.
Just don't invest in a luxury car, man. If you don't have the funds, just because you have the funds to pay for that car that day doesn't mean you have the funds a couple months later.
Even if it's not a luxury car, if it's a good Toyota, Honda, Nissan, whatever it may be, still do your research. Do your research. Everyone's lying. Whenever somebody's selling you a car, they're lying somewhere about something. So do your research.
I agree. Music. Our boy right here dropped 4 new records, yo.
Well, I dropped 1 new record and 3 oldies.
You get what
But I
I'm
dropped 4 records. Yep.
We'll go for it, man. Explain it, man.
Yeah, dropped four records on all streaming platforms. How you say it, Blame, Last Train, and Sad Song Interlude. 3 of those records were already on SoundCloud. I just wanted to transition them into streaming platforms, just because me personally, I like those records, and you know, I don't feel like anybody is really using SoundCloud as much for like original records. It's mostly for like mixes and.
Because I think that SoundCloud era, when you actually found a lot of great artists there, has ended. It's done.
Yeah, so
I find too much trash on there.
so I decided to kind of move three of my songs that I like, and I just transitioned them into streaming platforms.
Because a million people hasn't listened to the record.
Sure,
so
yeah.
it's brand new.
Brand new
I mixed
records.
and mastered 3 of the records, by the way.
Yes. And then how you say it is just a new record that I liked, and I just wanted to put out just to have some fresh new music out. But we are creating something in the process that we will lead into, hopefully by the end of the year. We have a good amount of songs done. Still trying to create some more. But as of right now, I'm just going to be promoting heavy on these 4 records and enjoying them as we go.
You know, I hated Blame, yo.
Did you?
I hate that record.
It grew on you?
And then every time, because what's the video that you always release? So many options, but you're the one I picked.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get out of my mind. So I hate this record. I really didn't like the record, man. But that little quote, like, you know what, man, this guy. But that's what happens when an artist posts a record so many times. You might not like it, but then you constantly hear it. You're like, damn, yo, I actually like the record. And I think that what happens with a lot of the Russ records.
Some records are some records are slow burns.
That's what I think. That's what the Russ was. Some of Russ records. The first time might not be good, but then I think with Russ, and same with LaRussell too.
LaRussell, yeah.
They constantly promote the records, and it's like, all right, the first listen's on.
But one thing I've come to understand about records are there's different kinds of records, right? So there's certain records that are slow burns, like we said. There are certain records that are party records that
it has to hit the first time.
Yeah, it hits the first time, and there's not really much within the lyrics, right? Then there are soul records that are like almost like family pieces that live with you. You know, like I call Burna Boy records like soul records, right? And then there are shocking, like shock jock type records.
Like,
they sound amazing the first time, and then they get annoying over time.
Like the Kendrick verse on Big Sean.
I'd point to like maybe more pop
that was
records, like
shock.
Katy Perry
But
type
that was
records.
a shock record.
Kendrick on Big Sean.
When he dissed everyone in the industry. What was it called? Control.
I think that aged well. I think that's okay. I don't think it's annoying. But there's certain records like bubblegum records. That's what they would be, like bubblegum records that you hear it the first time and you love it. But then on the 10th, 20th listen, it's annoying.
The radio.
No, like
the radio. Everything
like
on the radio.
what is it?
21. Can you do
Super Bass?
for me?
Super Bass, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
By Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Right? With all the pink in the music video.
Yeah.
21,
Like that song
can you do
that song is
something
also
for me?
I hate it so much.
What?
Yeah.
At 21, can you do something for me?
The Too Sexy is...
And I'm just like,
I love the record. That
I
record
hate it,
hard.
bro.
Yeah.
That Too Sexy record is the same way.
that shit's also annoying.
Yeah.
I can't help it. But yeah, new records, enjoy them. Be promoting
How we say it.
how you say it.
That record hard. Yeah, I like it.
I enjoy it.
It's a vibe, yo. It's a VZ.
Is it visible? But a lot of the newer records that we've been working on, I feel like they transcend from what I'm originally.
I said the whole how we say it. I said the whole that record.
I think every other record sounds. It's a different sound.
Yeah.
And it's just different from what I'm used to. So
From the back end, do you see any reactions to what you uploaded? Like within the 4 songs, what do you feel?
I think how you say is the one that's still getting the more views.
How you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a vibe, man. I'm gonna do a video later today. There's a quote that you said towards the end of the verse.
Just twerk.
The thing that I wanted to speak on is Hinchliffe Stadium, because that connects to this, right? They just recently opened, and when I went in there, I'm not gonna lie,
You cried.
I was shocked.
You cried.
I got there, you know.
But you didn't.
I had some tears in my eyes.
My man was shooting a music video in there, man.
That thing is clean. It looks like Montclair. It feels like Montclair.
How long do you think it's gonna take for some kids to ruin it?
Not long. But at the same time, not long. But at the same time, there is a crazy amount of security there.
I believe it.
Gonna stop them at the late nights or whatever.
I think they're still gonna do it, but they have enough people working
Not long.
where they could clean it up. I think they'll clean it up fast. Because before it opened, maybe a week prior to it opening, somebody did graffiti on it.
For word?
Yeah,
Inside or outside?
outside. So they cleaned that up though.
Well-
But they figured out who did it also. So
But let's talk about that real quick before we go into. How do we feel about that?
I think that's a lack of self-respect. Like, it's your city. Why are you destroying it?
Like,
I
what do
don't
you think?
understand it.
Hey, man.
That's the stupidity.
I'm the type of person where I love my city.
Yeah.
But I don't love it enough to where.
To embrace all the ignorance. that
Yeah,
comes with it,
I
right?
can't like. I want to be able to give something back if I could ever in the future.
Yeah.
But if it's just gonna be met with ignorance, then I just rather invest it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Patterson kind of sits at the moment. It's like we're getting all these new things where they're investing a lot of money. They fix Great Falls. We've got Hinchcliffe Stadium back after many years, and it's just like it doesn't stop. The ignorance and the debauchery just doesn't stop. So we're stuck here where it's just like people are upset because they're gentrifying the city.
Yeah.
But what are we doing to, come as a collective and try to save the city?
I think it starts with the understanding, right? Like when I go to Montclair, I go to Wayne, and I see their parks and stuff. It's always clean. Like no matter when you go, it's always clean because they take care of it. They don't
Not our park.
disrespect the area.
These kids are bad out here.
Well, Morristown?
Oh, this is Dover.
Oh,
No, Morristown, that's gentrified. Like that, if you go to Morristown, we're talking about like late '90s, early 2000s. Yeah, it was probably a bunch of Hispanics and blacks, but now it's like a new Hoboken over there. Everything
it's
like
even a Hoboken. Like I'm there every now and then, and it's always clean.
like we're gonna go right after this to the park right here, but like the kids are just like it's like a hangout spot. Like it's just
and that's the rebellious
they
phase
throw
where-
shit on the floor. There's a garbage right there in front of you.
Yeah.
But they just want to throw it on the floor. It's
The reason why they do that is because they don't connect with the city as,
Well, they don't
oh,
connect
this
with
is yours as well.
themselves. They don't connect with themselves.
But like, for example, I wouldn't destroy anything in my city because it's a connection to myself, right? It's a part of my brand and who I am. So I don't go out and destroy my city. But with the kids, they do reckless things just to show you like, oh, I'm the man. I do whatever I want. But they don't realize that's not how it's coming off. There's a disconnect there.
But yeah, the gentrification is bad. Like it's happening a lot here now too.
Yeah.
Too many apartments. I'm getting tired of apartments, yo.
Right down the block from where Unique lives, they're building a huge ass.
But they just
department
see they was like on top of the hookah spots, like the ice cream spot. There's luxury apartments up there.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like same here. Like they're knocking buildings down and putting apartments. But I'm looking around like, but why? I get it.
They're gonna move people out. That's what's
happening. They want to, and to me, it's like obviously a lot of those money. I think a lot of that money that people are buying with these getting apartments, I think it's coming from when everything happened with COVID.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
And they don't know what to do with that. They're like, yo, fuck it, let's get great apartments. Like,
no, it's not that they don't know what to do with that. I think they're diving into that plan of investing into the gentrification.
But in the wrong way,
changing
because they're trying to kick people out now. That doesn't look like them.
For them, it's not wrong. I mean, for them, in their mind, they don't see it as a wrong. They see it as a profit. You know.
But that's the problem. I think, like, to me, is that I'm looking around here. I'm like, bro, it's enough even when I drive here to Paris or whatever, it's like I see enough. I'm like, we don't need apartments. The light changed. You want to fix that one?
Yeah.
It's like the light. I was gonna say the light change. We don't need so many apartments. I'm like, yo, for what? Like. And the pricing, I get it. Like what they're doing with the pricing, our people are not gonna be able to afford that. You know what I mean? Like one bedroom for like $1,800, $1,500.
Not at all.
2
bedrooms for $2,000, $2,500. Our people are not gonna be able to
afford
that.
Bro, $2,000, $2,500. I have family members that are looking for something $1,000 or less.
Exactly. And to me, it's like our people.
That's a fact.
Our people can't pay for that.
Yeah.
A regular apartment that they live in right now, they're probably paying close to $1,000, maybe $900, whatever. Now, when you put new apartments and knock those buildings down, and you change the price from that to like close to 2,000, it's like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna live here? Now you're gonna kick everyone out. They're gonna go to a worse part.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know.
It's like right now in Patterson is still the hood, but right now in Patterson, the average is like $1,500 for like a doghouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, you go to Jersey City. They're already saying Jersey City pricing for apartments is close or more than apartments in New York.
Sheesh. And it's Jersey City.
We're in Jersey still.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I'm against gentrifying certain towns just because we don't really need it. For that, like I agree with gentrifying it, but for doing other things than building apartments.
Yeah.
We don't need apartments. We don't need apartments in every block.
That's like saying we don't need a liquor store in every block. There's a liquor store in every block in the hood.
And that, you know why, right? Because they do that because they know that's where all the blacks and Hispanics are.
They invest into like the
Why do you think they put Chinese?
destruction of our
Why do you think they
communities.
put Chinese spots all over the hood in every block? Because they want to feed us that.
That's what's in demand.
Because they want to feed us that.
Yeah, we gotta start putting like the juice bars in, like Jadakiss. We
I'm
gotta
cool.
start going out.
I really want to invest in a laundromat.
a laundromat.
Let's talk, man. I'm telling you, you gotta get a vending, man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's less than $2,000, and you could just do that on the weekends. or
Here's a
whenever
great
you are.
idea for a laundromat. It's working in New York, but I've been saying it should be here.
Mhm.
When you put clothes in your washer, that's what 30 minutes, right? That you gotta wait and chill. Usually during that time period, we go to like Quick Check or whatever's nearby. Rather than go to Quick Check, we could just stay here if you make like a lounge area.
That was
You know what I
then
mean?
you put vendings, your own vendings.
Yeah, and food
Come on, let's
like
talk,
a
man.
bar. You could do a bar and a laundry.
Come on, chill.
That'd be
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. But the only difficult part. That's what I was gonna say. Liquor licensing is a little difficult to get.
Licensing. You could do something else like the Virgin Marys.
Nah, we from the hood, man. We need that liquor.
Because there's gonna be kids there, and
I wouldn't even do a laundry in the hood, yo.
Well, I could probably do like a juice bar, like a
Yeah,
Jamba
yeah.
Juice type of thing.
100%.
But laundry,
Yo, they took Jamba Juice out of GSP, bro.
I never really liked Jamba Juice.
All right, man. They took Jamba Juice out of GSP,
You like
bro.
Jamba Juice?
I do.
I
do.
really do. I think
They
that was
have
better.
it in Willowbrook now.
I think it was just been better.
I love Jamba Juice. I used to get myself the white gummy.
I think there's better juices.
I like
than-
bubble tea more than Jamba, but
You know what the thing is? I used to hate bubble tea.
Yeah.
I used to hate bubble tea, right? Now every time I go, I either get like a black green tea with honey,
Yeah.
or I go and get a Thai milk green tea with boba.
you've never tried. I think it's called Tara.
I don't really
The
like it
purple
as
one?
much. Yeah, I've tried it. I don't like it as much. I'm more of a sweet milky guy.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, but it's like there's like I got so tired of it. Not tired of it, but I just drank it too much to the
Yeah.
point where it was just like I was just like turned off by it at that point.
Okay.
So now it's just like every time I go, like I'll look and see what they got. Maybe I'll try something new if I like it. Cool. If I don't, then
But tell me that's not a good idea, right? Like a chill area and the laundromat. I
There's
think it
certain
makes perfect
laundromats
sense.
that do that. They have a chill area, but not like with the drinks, obviously. But they do have like big screen TVs, like a chill area.
That's not enough. Like imagine if you could smoke a cigar in there.
But you know what the funny part is?
But
They
that's
did.
gonna fuck up the clothes, Mahdi.
But you know what the funny part is? They did that.
No, you section it off. You section it off.
But you know, but they did that on Union Ave, right by the cathedral,
Yeah.
right by your house.
Yeah.
That one laundromat in front of the cathedral, like next to the parking lot and all that. It was like dead on the corner. It's like
to the right or to the left?
if I'm going towards your house and heading towards West Broadway on your left hand side,
Yeah.
it's like cathedral on your right. Left hand side is the laundromat.
I know what you're talking about, like with the parking lot right there. right?
Yeah.
But-
That one when it first opened up,
amazing.
it was brand new. It had the arcade and everything, but it's just like
It's
the
trash.
people fucked it up.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So if I were to open up a laundromat, I want to make sure that
Okay, I can tell you where they went wrong, right? So they staffed the wrong people. So when you went in there were people with attitude, etc. And these people really didn't do their job. So within several weeks, it wasn't it looked messy. And then on top of that, they didn't do proper maintenance of the machines. So I went there like recently, and the machine burned my clothes because it said like 40 minutes, right? But it was there for over an hour. So a lot of clothes I had to throw out because the timing was incorrect.
damn, my man threw away his Givenchy,
Yeah.
his Louis Vuitton.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't even want to do it in those type of spots, and the reason why is because I recently experienced with people of our own kind that don't treat our stuff the right way.
Yeah.
So it's to a point like, yo, but why do I want to put that here when I could just put it like in a Jersey City or something? You know?
It depends on the presentation because I've
Just
seen
because,
people from.
bro, you can't have security 24/7, yo.
No, it's not even that.
Even the right people working there, bro. It's like, what can they do to stop the
Start a whole prostitution ring
gotta
into the
disagree.
laundromat.
I gotta kind of disagree because the Quick Check near us, right? They take great care of it, like the customers and the people that work there, and that's because it's a chain. So people from upstairs come down, meaning like people that are in higher positions, they come down and they check.
Are you talking about the Quick Check right off of Totowa by Gelati's?
Yeah,
Bro, that's Totowa. That's not Patterson,
no,
bro.
Patterson.
That's
Everyone I know
Totowa, bro.
goes there.
Don't do
Everyone
this.
I know goes there.
That's
I've been
Totowa,
there,
bro.
yo.
Don't do this.
That's Totowa.
That's
kid.
Totowa. Nah,
Bro,
don't do
you got
that.
the white
goes
Pilates
there.
right
Nah.
across from you.
Gelatis is technically Totowa.
Yo, this guy's nuts.
It is.
By
Yeah.
the graveyard too, behind it.
But everyone I know goes there.
Yeah, I would go there
Everyone I
too.
know goes there.
Nah,
That's the
man.
closest one too,
My
though.
man really is like, they take good care of it. It's from the city. No, it's not. That's Totowa, bro. Of course
Hey,
they're
let's
gonna
say
take
this.
care of it.
The Dunkin' Donuts on Main. Is that Main?
Which one? The new one?
with
The one right
drive-thru?
off of the.
Yeah, that shit looks weird. Like it's a brand new Dunkin' Donuts right there, and then you got like a bar across from it. Like to me, I've never been inside there, so I can't say. I don't know if they take care of it. Like, have
Yeah.
you been in there?
Nah, bro.
Like to me, it just looks like I don't know
I-
how they take.
I went there when it first opened up years ago before I had the drive-through.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna look, but like I want to see now. Like I don't think they take care of that. Though. Maybe from the outside it looks nice, but I mean the inside probably like, nah, bro, it's hard. Like it's like.
You know what I
Quick
noticed?
check, yeah.
I noticed the difference between a CVS in my city and a CVS in Wayne.
Yeah.
Bro, completely different, bro.
Oh no, yeah.
And I walked into the CVS in my city.
Or
I'm
even
like,
Walgreens.
yeah, I walked in. I'm like, it's like 2 people working.
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody like, and then I
They're
go
actually
to the
helping.
one in Wayne. It's like 12 people working.
Oh.
I'm getting wrung out. They're like, hey, how's it going, man? How's your day going? I was like, my day's going well. How about yours? He's like, can't complain, man. Can't complain. I was like,
It throws you off.
Yeah,
right?
but like-
you actually care.
So
and
this
then,
is-
and then he gave me my receipt. He was like, all right, man, have a great day. I was like, you too, man. I hope you have a great day too.
So this is why it goes back. So why would you want to put a new business in this town and not in this town?
But I think it has something to do with supervision and just making sure everything runs properly.
But you're gonna have to waste money then.
Yeah,
If you
that
want
part
to-
is true. That
So-
part is
but-
true. You got to pay your employees properly.
Obviously,
part is
yes.
true.
My thing is obviously, I will always want to pay my employees the right money.
Yeah.
Let's say me and Neek open up a laundry, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving 2 examples. We open one in Jersey City. We maybe could have to keep it clean, to keep it everything organized, to have the right customer service. Maybe in the morning shift, maybe 3 to 5. Night shift, 3 to 6.
Okay.
People working.
That sounds like a lot, but
Nah, because
Because you're thinking about the juice bar too.
yeah, I'm thinking
Oh,
about
yeah, yeah.
everything.
okay.
That's in Jersey City, right?
Yeah.
The exact same plan. I do it for that company for that laundromat. I put it in Patterson. Instead of having 3 to 5 people in the morning, I'm gonna have to have 6 to 10 people, just because of the maintenance and everything that's gonna be going on. And then in the nighttime, I'm gonna have to have close to 10 to 12 people working, because the nighttime is when all hell breaks loose. And if it's even 24 hours, that's even worse now. Because in the 24-hour night shift in Jersey City, I can have maybe 3 people work.
Yeah.
But in the overtime in 24 hours in Patterson, you're going to have at least 5 people to 6 people working, because you don't know what's going to go on.
Yeah.
So you
One of them is a retired officer with that thing on him.
exactly. And now with
The
that-
retired officer's name is John Morant.
So with 3 employees, I said, yo, I'm going to pay you $20 an hour, right?
Yeah.
We're good. I'm good. I'm not losing money. We're making money. With the 6 people working at night, damn, I got to pay you
You're
like
barely breaking
15,
even.
13. If I pay you 20, I'm losing money.
So here's a few nuances that you should take note of. I would say is when you employ people in the hood, especially, you got to employ the kind of people that can connect with their community. Because the people that are standoffish, I guarantee you, they're gonna create problems
Yeah, but
without even knowing it.
yeah, but it's the time. It's like it's the time of trying to find people like that.
That's where it is. That's where the work
Yeah.
comes in, you know.
It-
Because if you come into a store in Patterson and they address you, they're like, "Hey, what's going on, Papi?" and they know you by name, and they know you.
That's a good worker,
They know your
yeah.
family. That's a good worker. Because then he's not gonna rob you. He's not gonna do anything to you. But if you have like some standoffish employees, they're gonna target you and they're gonna come back and do some crazy shit.
Bro, the liquor
'Cause they're
stores in
gonna feel
Patterson be different,
disrespected.
yeah.
Facts, yo.
The liquor stores be different, man.
But
Motherfuckers
store in
stay.
general.
They have bulletproof glass now. They stand behind in the liquor stores in Patterson, right off of Union too.
But I know certain stores where they don't need much of anything because the people are kind of just known throughout the neighborhood, right?
Like that new hookah the hookah spot that sells hookah. Have you ever been in there by your house around the corner?
No,
I want to know how many employees work there because it's really big and nice.
Probably like
The blue
4.
spot, right?
Yeah, probably
I
like
think
4 or
blue.
5.
Like my thing is like, yeah, but that's 4 or 5 is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And then
think
if you take that for like if you take that same spot and take it to win, max you're looking at 2 people, maybe 1.
yeah,
And that's the problem. Yes, obviously you always want to help your people, but my thing is like, how can you help your people if you can't even help yourself out yet? It's like, are you gonna go in debt just to keep your store perfect, or are you gonna make money to do the same thing in a different town?
it's a two-way streak. So if you go to the urban cities, right, I feel like you're gonna make more if you can do it properly. I feel like you're gonna make more money,
And if you
can do
pay
it
your
properly.
employees right,
Yes,
you go
right. But they got to be the right employees also. You got to hire the right people.
Mhm.
But when you go out to the suburbs, it's less work, and you easily break even. You know what I mean? It's
sometimes, not all the times. You might
not
lose.
all the, yeah, but it's
It's rare that you win
Yeah.
in those in those areas.
But I be twerking.
so it's more or less like, okay, pick the suburbs, do less and get by and do well, hopefully do well, or go to the hood, right, and do a lot more work but make a lot more money.
Or do a lot more work and lose money. It could be like that. My thing is, would you rather go to the suburbs, make money, pay your employees above minimum wage, pay them very well, or do it in the hood, get acknowledged by other people saying, "Oh, you're doing something for the community," but in the back end, you're not paying your employees well and you're losing money or barely breaking even.
The thing is, it goes
So my thing,
hand in hand. Like if you don't pay the employees well, that place is not gonna do well.
So all
period.
right, let's just say that you pay your employees well, you're barely gonna break even, and you're gonna be stressing. So my thing is, I'd rather have.
You got to move calculated with the hood.
So this is.
I'm be honest with you, man. I'm gonna keep it all 100. I'm hiring immigrants.
So what I would
but
do, me
even then-
personally, I would try to build 1 or 2 good foundations in the suburbs, get the plan right, and then when I see making money, I say, okay, let me take a risk. I can take a risk now. If I
Okay,
lose,
that's not a bad
I'm
idea.
cool with it.
Yeah.
If I break even, I'm cool because I got these other 2 that's working for me perfect.
Yeah,
And we'll
you
do
can
that.
move it at any time.
I feel like if you were to create a business in the hood, obviously investing back into your community and everything, I'm with it.
I wouldn't have that as my first investment.
No. But I'm
In
just
the
saying. I'm just saying, like,
would
as somebody
be-
from the city, investing back into your community, right?
Yeah,
I would definitely look into like community leaders or maybe anybody who's a part of like some program within the city who
Yeah.
can definitely help me find those people who know people. I think that's definitely a way to go about it. But if you're before investing into the community, I know a lot of people say there's a stigma behind everybody moving out of the town, starting business elsewhere. But I
Yeah.
think that sometimes works better. So you have build the foundation around it and then create what you need to create, see how it works out, then bring it into the hood and then
where you can take
work.
more risk.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
able to lose if you can lose.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm
that
cool with
is a
losing
better
on-
plan. That
Yeah.
is a
I'm cool
better
with
strategy.
losing on that because I got my second location that's basically tripling, and I can take care of this. I'm cool with losing or breaking even.
Yeah,
But having the first one where you came from and putting all your chips in that one
Yeah.
is the dumbest move.
'Cause if you- sorry to cut you off, because if you think about it, there's a lot of businesses within the town and that are just not really doing well. They're in the red or they're breaking even.
I wanted to speak on that.
But
part.
there's also other businesses that are flourishing.
Yeah,
But those who are like in the red or breaking even, those are like the mom and pop places, right?
and that's
And
the first one.
and that's their first business.
but this is the reason, because they're lazy in this manner. Not that they don't go and get their products, they get their inventory. Not that they don't organize the store, but they're lazy in the fact that they don't interact with the community.
Mhm.
They just post it up and they just want to make profit. If you think like that, it's not gonna work out in the
I
hood.
agree 100%.
That's almost guaranteed. I've seen so many stores go up and then they fail, and then you speak to these people, right? And they go, "Well, I had a business idea, but it didn't work out. I guess it wasn't a good business idea." No, you weren't a good business person. You didn't deal with people.
Mhm.
They barely interacted with you. You were just selling people what they ordered. If you do it like that, it's not gonna work out in the hood.
Yeah, that's
Guaranteed.
why my uncle, this is back like 2010, I want to say 2010. I could be no, 2006. Sorry, 2006.
Yeah.
My uncle has started a Mexican restaurant right on Grand Street, right by where the county's at.
Yeah.
Started a Mexican restaurant. It was working well. We, got to know everybody around that neighborhood, right?
At that time, was it still mostly like Arabic?
No, around
Mexican,
that time, that whole area was Puerto Rican, Mexican, because that's Grand Street. That's where you had the other Mexican restaurant down the street. There was a Mexican taqueria right there next to us.
Yeah.
So it was like very predominantly Latino.
Yeah.
So we started getting to know the neighborhood a lot better, and we started create a clientele, but the business failed because my uncle didn't know the business. And what I mean by that is that we were breaking even.
Or the P&L sheet.
But he was using the money that we were making from the business to pay his bills. So, we weren't in the green yet. We were still either in the red or breaking even.
Yeah, he shouldn't have started paying bills till he got in the green and had it extra. Right?
Exactly. And again, we started creating clientele. We even got to a point where we were even started selling beer because we had that. We were always aiming towards the hardworking labor, right?
Yeah.
You had a lot of Mexicans, a lot of Salvadorians, Hondurans that would come in there. We were starting to deliver like to bodegas around the area and the houses around the area. So we were starting to create the business side, like the clientele, the getting to know the community.
Yeah.
They would come in, ask them questions. What else would they like on the menu? This little things like that. But the business failed because he started paying his bills with the money that he was making from the restaurant.
And then he would rush to pay the bills of the actual restaurant.
And then we just had to close down.
I think with that, because I gotta learn to do that too. Is you gotta get your business checking account.
Yeah.
Different, because when you put all your money in one account, you don't know how to separate your personal money from your business money.
Yeah.
So that's why it's really good to get you're checking for your personal and your business. You're checking for your business. So then when the money comes, they say, "Oh, this is my business money.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my personal money."
And this is just good business sense. Pay your business bills first, right? Pay your business bills first, and then account for the amount of money that you need to reinvest, and then pay your own personal bills. Don't do your personal bills first. When people do that, that's when they fuck everything up.
Or pay yourself last. Like they say,
pay yourself last. That's the best business tactic.
Bro, I haven't paid myself since I started the vending business.
Oh, you haven't yet?
I just either reinvest it or pay stuff that I need to be paid.
Yeah.
But like I'm telling you guys should get a vending, just one location, just let that. Because it's
I'm gonna get it across the street from where he's at.
Yeah. And like just build this foundation, I'm telling you. And then the laundromat is really good too, if you do it correctly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
because I feel like one thing that I've learned also is like really looking at it. You gotta, if you're gonna start up a business, invest in something that people actually use.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I've always thought of a laundromat, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, go to the laundromat. Everybody got to wash their clothes. Somebody got to wash their clothes. And obviously, if you think about it, not everybody owns a washing machine because not everybody can afford that water bill. So it's like literally thinking about those things.
And another thing, the laundromat that I go to, I don't have a bunch of quarters lying around. Like, getting quarters is a full-out mission. It takes me a long time to get enough.
And now this is why I want to do a game changer.
I mean, I want to use Bitcoin.
The laundromat I go to, they use an app. You just fill up your app and scan it. Boom.
But now I want to do it differently. I want to see it. I don't know if this could be done yet because I don't own a laundromat. Find a way to add a credit card reader to each machine.
You could do that. Or even the QR code. The QR code.
Yeah, but that's more hassle. That's a more hassle because I'd rather just go, bomb, double click, I'm good. Instead of taking the barcode.
Okay.
Taking the barcode.
You're talking about the NFC chip thing, right?
Like the tap.
Apple Pay. Basically.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
I save 10 seconds of my life
Yes.
taking
Bro.
a picture. So my thing is, I don't know. I really don't know about washer machines. I don't know if laundromats are able, or those machines are able to add a credit card reader to the machine. But I think a washer machine should be somewhat like cable wise, somewhat the same as a vending.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if they could do that, that's a game changer. Why? Because people are carrying less and less money and change. So I feel like you're able to pay with Apple. I think that's what too. I think with laundromats currently, they're not adapting with society yet.
Yeah.
They're not adapting with
Some places they are, but not.
Yeah.
with credit cards or Apple Pay. I
Yeah.
think we need someone, it could be us, to adapt with society with laundromat to make it easier for people who go to laundry with Apple Pay. If you can put with Apple Pay, just tap your phone and it works, bro. Your business is gonna go up, and you're gonna knock
Automatically.
down everyone who doesn't do that.
Yeah. Here's another, just because you're speaking on that. Last week we had the problem of filling the car tires up with air, right? And I needed quarters for that. I didn't have enough, like twice. If I could have just Apple paid that, I would have paid more just to Apple Pay.
So my thing is, if people listening, kids listening, if you want to find, I feel like when you want to start a business, your first thing is going to be like,
Look for a need, look for demand.
what can I solve? What's
Yeah.
our people issues that people are having right now, and
Yeah.
what could I do? What could I make to make it easier for them?
There's enough
First world
out there.
problems. First
Yeah.
world problems.
Yeah.
But that's a business. You just got to solve a problem.
Yeah,
That's a business. Just solve a problem.
guaranteed.
Laundromat, what's the problem? Oh, they're still paying in cash and coins. What am my business doing? I'm paying Apple Pay.
Yeah,
Revolutionary.
And this goes back to
My laundromat's gonna be on Hoboken.
bro,
It'd
you'd be
worth it.
surprised. And you'd be surprised there's still a lot of vending machines don't have credit cards. And
Yeah.
and I look at the owners, they're still not adapting to what's going on.
There's
right
been
now.
so many times where I went up to a vending machine because I was hungry or thirsty, and I was like, "Oh, no card." Okay.
Because I called this location because I might go in there because I have one. I'm in one of the locations in Edison. They have
Yeah.
another one in Kearney. I might go into the one in Kearney. I'm in the one in Edison. I talked to one in the Kearney. They told me they currently have 2 vending machines, but they're not happy with their vendor. I said I could take over. I asked them, the first question I asked them, do they have credit card readers?
Yeah.
They were like, nope, it's only cash. My mind's like, oh.
Boom, that's yours.
And I was like, yo, listen, my machines, credit card readers, Apple Pay, all that.
See, that's
But no, it was a good conversation, you know.
yeah.
That was a really good. I'm gonna chop out. We're gonna chop out a lot of these conversations. Any topics you want to cover that you guys had?
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys have some topics before I just go on to another topic.
I have a topic about what's going on in Florida. I don't know, guys, have been keeping up with that.
What's going on in Florida, man? Talk. To me.
What's the governor's name? DeSantis?
DeSantis.
Your
so-
brother?
Don't do me like
You
that.
look like him, kind of.
Stop
You shave your
disrespecting.
beard. You guys have the same smile.
I'm never shaving my beard. I hope you know that. So right now, Florida. Obviously, we don't know because propaganda. It's its own monster.
Yeah.
But with the recent news that everything's been going on, DeSantis, in Florida, they passed a law about migrant workers, and around that area. I'm not too. I don't know the full scoop on it, but I know that as of lately there's been a lot of like immigrants who've just been leaving the state. A lot of people have been leaving the state.
Have you seen New York?
What about it?
All the migrants are coming here
From Texas.
from Texas, from Florida. Now we got to take care of them.
But
Come to my house.
with that happening, a lot of the landowners, like farmers and stuff like that, have lost a lot of their workers, and so there's no labor. With a lot of things being backed up and just no work. Same thing with a lot of like construction. There's no work. From people saying that they've hired Americans to do the job. It's costly. People are lazy.
Yeah.
People will show up for one day and then don't show up again. So just looking at that and just realizing that a lot of people shit on immigrants and saying that without immigrants, this country would be a lot better. But if we really think about it, this country runs on immigrants.
Right.
It runs on the sweat and the hard work of immigrants. Without immigrants, you wouldn't have your vegetables in your stores.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have all of your cars being fixed. You wouldn't have your houses built. So it's just like you got to think about it from that scope, right? Obviously, I get it. They're not paying taxes. Okay, cool, got it.
Yeah,
So, but that's beyond the point, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to hire Americans, hire them.
If you
Hire
want them
them
to
and-
pay taxes, then pay what you would normally pay an American. And
Exactly.
you don't want to. So
Exactly, because these owners aren't dumb,
yeah.
and it's also a tax break.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of this stuff don't even show up on their taxes because a lot of them get paid under the table.
Right. Oh.
So
they save on that end.
exactly. So a lot of people have been leaving the state of Florida. A lot of immigrants stop showing up to work because they're scared of getting deported. And also, I think there's been like a boycott of like truck drivers going into Florida to drop off packages. So that's also been a thing right now that I've noticed. But yeah, man, it's been crazy. But again, obviously, propaganda is propaganda. However, the news, titles it. That's up to them. I know. I hit up my boy. He said a lot of that stuff isn't happening around his area, but then again, who really knows? But that's what I've been seeing. What's going on lately with Florida? I don't know what you guys' take on it is.
I don't associate myself with Florida. Florida is a different country.
From what you're telling me and from what I've been gathering, it just feels like the rich are about to get a lot richer,
And the poor's gonna get a lot poorer.
and through the Republican Party. So I don't know. It looks like in the future, poor people are gonna be there's gonna be some stories there. It's gonna be tough.
And
It's
then
gonna be tough.
DeSantis is also
He's running for president.
but they say he's gonna announce this week.
Because of all the things he's been doing, I feel like he has an edge over Trump.
But the percentage is 61-13 right now, Trump over him. The last poll I saw. But like he's behind who's that dude that choked on Jordan Neely? Something Penny. What's his name? Let me see. You heard about the what happened in New York, right?
The Marine guy, right?
Yeah. Damn, I deleted it too. Damn, I'm so.
Why
stupid.
he's running for election?
No, he's like he's supporting him.
Oh, okay.
He's like we gotta. He's like he's supporting him. The guy.
So
who
since
killed
then,
him.
his ratings have gone up.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Bro, we're heading towards like a Blade Runner
But you're
utopia.
supporting us, man.
My people.
Joseph, man, you gotta chill, man, with this shit.
I feel like the
Something like
people
that.
that count, like the Bernie Sanders, the AOC, they have no chance in hell of getting elected for president, especially of this country.
Because people like him, man, he don't want us, yo.
This guy's crazy.
I want to know what you guys think. Did you guys hear Timbaland this past few days, yeah? What he said?
No,
Well, as far as
Timbaland wants to legitimize AI music featuring late legends. He did the new record with Biggie's vocals,
yeah,
and he was getting hate from it.
I kind of agree with him in this manner, right? Like when you go to a grocery store, they have the brand names, right? And then they have like the great value. So if you're gonna do AI, right, it should be tagged. There should be a label on there saying AI,
Mm-hmm.
so I can, I know the difference. In that case, I'm not against it. Like make as much money as you want to make. This way, it doesn't hurt the brand of, let's say, the Tupac, the Drake, the Biggie. We just hold this separately.
I mean, it is what it is. I really don't care too much for it. Even though some of this AI music be hard, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But I do agree on the part that they should label it on what it is, without it being a.
But even you as an artist, right? Let's say.
Don't say they're gonna use my voice because nobody would use my voice. I wouldn't even use my voice.
But what if you do the Grimes thing?
I would.
Where you make like, let's say 75% or 50% of that record, and there's random people out there making records with your voice.
I want 90%.
It's
my voice.
Or even if you get 90%. Even if you
I want 90%.
Yeah.
The other 9% is going to my family.
No, it's me.
Your family, bro.
But if you
And
do
then that
50%,
1%,
yeah.
split that in half. So 0.5% is going to go into my kids' college fund. And then their 0.5%, you split that in half.
Yeah.
And you give that 0.25%. And you invest that into any business that I own. And then they keep that 0.25%.
Well, that's a lot of percent. If it's really worth a lot, then 0.25 is crazy.
Well, I can set it up this way. There's a competing artist, right? That's just as good as you, similar to you, similar voice, similar style, similar flow.
Drake?
Maybe, right? And they end up doing 50%. So now that person has maybe over 70 million people out there making music with their voice. So they're making 50% of like 70 million records that they would have never had the time to make.
Mm-hmm.
So just off of that catalog, they're making more than their actual catalog.
Not if they're getting 90% like I am.
But you did 90% and people tapped out. They're like, nah, I'm not going to work hard for that 10%. I'd rather go to this.
They're not getting
artist for the
10%. They're
50.
getting 0.25%.
But I'd rather go to this artist for the 50%.
That's cool, man. Them songs are still trash.
I mean, just the way the math works out, I think AI is going to be good for artists and just music in general.
I don't know, man. Timbaland is.
You may make more money through AI than your actual catalog.
Matter of fact, I'll take 75%.
I'm not mad. I think
business-wise, it makes sense. Morally, that
I kind of
different
wish.
conversation.
I kind of wish I could see what Jay would do with this, but he's at a point in his career he doesn't really care about music. I wish AI happened like around
But what would he
like
do?
Magna Carta era.
I'm sure he's thinking about it. So
Yeah, but like I don't think he's really thinking about it. Just because, bro, like he doesn't move the needle anymore like that. We need like a
But Jay's Mr. Know-It-All. Like
but
not Mr. Know-It-All, but Mr. keeps everything on his radar.
Obviously he has it in his radar. But when I'm talking about like when he did the Magna Carta deal with Samsung, he moved the needle with that because he sold 1 million in one day. With people signing, so he was doing deals already.
I think he's gonna do something with this as well.
I don't know. It's like I think we need
Through his wife, maybe.
through his wife it could be, or we need like a Drake or a Kendrick or a Cole to move that
I
needle.
think we'll finally get that Cole and Kendrick album.
But like
Through AI.
if Drake is that dude,
Yeah.
he should do something. He has to move the needle for this.
You know what AI could be like? It could be like DJ Drama in a sense. You know, you have your own catalog, and then when you decide to do a project with DJ Drama, it just sounds different than what you would normally do.
It's DJ Drama the GOAT, man.
And he puts his own stylings to it, right? So with AI, there's gonna be creatives out there, maybe like a Vici type person that puts, or what's a big DJ?
DJ Khaled?
No, like like one of the rave festival DJs.
Not like that.
That motherfucker trash, yo.
Would you put DJ Khaled over DJ Drama? Who has a better catalog? DJ Drama or DJ Khaled?
Drama all day, every day.
Currently, probably Drama.
I don't know, man. Khaled got some records.
Drama
But you
got
take-
classic street tapes, man, for years.
Another one.
But
I don't give a fuck.
You could take DJ Tiesto, right? And he could take your voice and make a record out of it. AI, you know, there's
I want 90%.
There's a lot of money to be made.
I don't
I
know,
think
man.
it's gonna work out. It's gonna work its way into the music.
I just
space.
wish we had the artists to move the needle for us, yo. Okay, we don't know how to move. Like,
I think Drake is there. I think Russ is there. Russ is a big.
yeah, but let's be all honest. It's Drake. Drake has to do something and see.
No, to be completely honest, that generation, their time is done, and the next generation, it's their time. To
So
lead.
who's in the new generation that's gonna be
Russ,
moving?
Chance the Rapper,
we can't
these
say that.
guys.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the same reason what year did Magna Carta come out?
2000
Like 14?
and
But Jay-Z's an exception.
No, it's not.
No,
an
what came out
exception.
first?
He wasn't the top dog at 2014.
what came out first? Watch the Throne or
Watch the Throne came out first.
so 2014 maybe?
Jay-Z was in the top dog. That era. That was like the Drake, Nicki Minaj, J. Cole. That was that era. And
Jay-Z's
he was
an
still
exception. He's still the top dog now. I'd say he's an exception. It's gonna be a while before he gets irrelevant. I don't think he'll become.
Let's not
irrelevant.
forget that Big Sean created the barcode flow.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I be washing motherfuckers laundromat. Come on, man.
he's not gonna be the one to make the move. I think it's gonna be Russ. LaRussell is very smart. He could do it.
yeah, but I'm talking.
Yo, you got Lil Russell. You got Russell. I'm gonna change my name to.
That's what you should do.
I'm gonna change my name to Russell Poppy.
We're gonna call you Puzzle.
Puzzle? That sounds nasty. That sounds like a fucking vagina with venereal disease, bro.
I just feel like the only guy who can move a needle in this game right now is Drake.
Lil Baby.
Is Drake. He's the guy who can move. Whatever he does is where music's
We're
going.
gonna see somebody touch on this, like in the right
I'm
way.
gonna touch on you, man.
You're closing out, yo. I'm done.
Oh
Close it
man.
out.
Can we
man.
talk about basketball a little bit?
I'll go for it.
Wait, hold on.
man.
Before we get into that, You fuck with the Bad Bunny record?
Oh, you like it?
I like it, man.
Bro, I heard it was cool.
That's an anthem. Like we were talking about types of records. That's definitely an anthem.
That's a
Bad
fact.
Bunny.
Yeah.
The Bunny
The
Bad.
new record.
The Bunny Bad.
The Bunny Bad is,
The Bunny Bad. Where did he even get that name from, Bad Bunny?
you know,
I'm
man.
not a fan.
Illuminati.
I wonder what the story is behind.
Why do you want to talk about basketball, man? What's up, man?
Basketball, Butler, Michael Jordan's son. This guy's going crazy. Butler is going crazy. See, we thought Celtics were gonna win. We thought it was gonna
It's
be
gonna
maybe Celtics in 6, Celtics in
It
5.
can happen in 6.
They're better team.
You do know it can still happen in 6, right? I'm just letting you know.
What is it right now?
2-0.
But 2-0 at their home court.
That's
So
easy.
2-0 away.
Easy money. You want to bet today?
He's gonna win.
You want to bet?
their 2 homes.
You want to bet?
What in 6?
No, right now. Tonight's game. Let's do 20.
No.
Let's do 20.
I'll pass, but
All right, man.
but be watchful. Be
no,
watchful,
no.
Butler.
You be watchful. Don't talk about. Don't do
watchful.
that talk.
Where are they playing tonight?
In Miami.
Okay.
These next 2 games are in Miami. There's no way
All right, let's bet this. Celtics win the next 4.
Celtics win the next 4.
I'll bet $20 on that.
I'll bet $20 on that. There's no way they win the next 4.
They win the next 4.
There's no way.
I say it goes to 7.
I don't think that's
They-
ever happened in basketball history.
Of course.
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has.
4 in a row.
Yeah.
Two
a
down?
lot of times.
Yeah.
3-0 that's never happened.
When the Cavaliers beat Golden State.
But that's LeBron. That's
What does that mean? You said it's never happened before.
That's
that
happened
guy's a
before.
freaking a lab project.
Yeah, this guy's sick, yo.
I think it happened to the Bucks last year. I mean, the Nets last year, didn't it? In 6?
I don't think so. No,
I don't know, but Celtics in 6, man.
it's not happening. It's not.
I got the Nuggets in the finals, man.
The Nuggets. That's
But we called it. I told you. You remember what I remember I sent you this text. Nuggets win game 1, game 2, game 3. Lakers win game 4. Nuggets close it out at home.
Yeah, I agreed on that. But
But he's been calling the Nuggets in the finals.
LeBron, yo, that motherfucker too funny, bro.
My man.
Think about creating history again? Yeah, that's the game plan. That's what we're plan on doing out there tonight.
like he said it like this was his plan. To lose
Yo,
the first 3 games.
this man is crazy. What's your favorite quote from The Godfather? So many, too many. They're all pretty good. They're all pretty
Pick one
good.
for me. When he said you pick one for me, he didn't know one. Le Cap.
My man was
I love
halfway
this
through his book. He was on the same page for 4 years straight.
He said, I like this chapter a lot. But no, Celtics in 4, man. Easy win for us,
But
yo.
I think out of all of the teams, these 4 have.
You think LeBron know how to
nice
read?
Stories.
Yeah.
Is LeBron what?
Do you think LeBron knows how to read?
He's not Floyd, man. He's not Floyd. Don't do the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, chill, yo. You know, there's some people who don't know how to read and just listen to novels.
Anyways, man.
I'm
I
just
still have a
saying.
tough time figuring
You
life
remember
out.
when you said it?
Like I can't figure out how people that don't know how to read have managed to make millions and millions of dollars, and people that know how to
Rich
that
kids.
score high on SATs are barely getting by.
Working retail, dealing with stupid ass people that know how to read, yo.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't
You
know,
remember when you
man.
said
Bro,
the
I
Knicks was
worked
going to
under a
beat the
guy.
Heat?
Sorry, what was
You
it?
remember when you said the Knicks were going to beat the Heat in 4? Loser.
I didn't
My
factor
man, I
in.
wish I could take a picture of
Bro.
my man.
Bro, it was Julius Randle.
I told you
That
about
guy
him.
is like, where you want me? Where do you want me? You know,
I
he
told
was-
you about that fool. And every episode, I said, Julius Randle isn't that dude. Bro, he's great.
He was pretty good up until that very last game.
I
That
told
last
you.
game, he was just like, where do you want me to go?
I told
John Travolta, me.
But I told you about that fool, yo. He's not that dude, yo, when
He's
it comes
not.
to those moments.
I
With those moments, he's like, yeah. He's like, don't call me.
Don't call me his nuts, yo. Don't call me his
He's gonna
nuts.
get traded. Trade him for like the water boy for the Bucks, yo.
if
Just looking at that ass.
But then, Celtics win the next 4, man. We start tonight getting the dub, yo.
dig into it. It's a,
I ain't gonna tell you a story, so think into it, yeah.
If you have a story, let me know.
That's nuts. Let LeBron tell him his story. Yeah? He always knew Jimmy Butler was gonna score.
Didn't Jimmy Butler play for the Cavs?
Nah,
No, right? He played for Philly. That's right.
that would
Yeah.
have been it.
They'll probably ask LeBron like, so what do you think about Jimmy Butler? Oh man, great guy. You tell me something about him, huh?
Where does he play for?
that he needed. He started basketball from there. So he was kind of counted out from.
Yeah, my man about to cry with us, yeah. What happened? I read the story, but go ahead. Yeah.
He struggled through his entire life to be here,
Mhm.
right? And he's doing everything against the odds because on his team, he's the only real star. To keep it real, out of everyone in the playoffs, that's the only team with like one star.
Where's Dwayne Wade?
He's on the sideline somewhere.
I'm
he's
messing
in a
with you,
fashion
man.
show.
I'm messing with you.
Somebody's face. Body was. His son is playing.
Oh man.
He's our age.
He doesn't do a podcast. But he Then you have the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets, I think, are the only team
Who boring to watch?
in the NBA with two dogs. You know,
Good shit.
Dalmatian, German Shepherd. What is it?
Two golden retrievers.
I think like 5 episodes back where you gotta have the system in place, then you have to have the dynamics, then you have to have the dogs. A lot of people, you know, the Heat, they only have the dog. They don't have they barely have the dynamics.
Sounds kind of racist, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
They barely have the dog. In basketball, you call people that go for the dog. Right?
So am I the dog, bro, or am I the puppy?
I don't know. But like the Celtics, they have the system in place. I would say the dynamics they lack. The dog they have Tatum.
You lack.
The dynamics, it's not the best. The chemistry isn't all the way there.
So what about the Los Angeles LaFrauds?
So the Lakers, they have the system in place. They don't have the chemistry, and they don't really have the dogs. Like LeBron's no longer a dog anymore.
Yeah, he's an old ass dog.
He's a pussycat. AD is probably like a snail or something. Yeah, AD is not even close to that. But anyways, yo,
That brow ain't got that power anymore like it used to, man.
it's Celtics and Nuggets in the finals in 5.
I don't know about 5. I definitely give it a game 7 if they make it to the final.
We gotta end this quick because you know the NBA don't want the Nuggets in the finals. They're boring to watch.
Are they really?
Hell, fucking yeah, they're boring to watch. Easy sweep,
They're the only team left that has 2 dogs. And they're the only team in the NBA that has
sweep,
2 dogs.
sweep.
Have the Nuggets ever won?
Nah,
They should have won last year, but not last year. 2020, right? 2020, the bubble.
they
But
choked.
Murray got injured.
They choked.
Murray got injured. He cried the day after, right?
They choked.
He thought he was gonna get traded.
They
He's
choked.
back now. Better than ever.
Murray's too inconsistent as well.
He didn't choke. He got injured.
He's inconsistent.
No, he's not inconsistent at all.
All right, man.
At all.
Marcus Smart's gonna stop him easy.
What is it?
Marcus Smart's gonna stop him.
Nah.
Robert Williams on Joker, easy. Who's gonna stop JT?
Timberland?
Stop JT.
Who's gonna stop JB?
I mean, one of them.
Smart.
One of them.
Smart. You thought that the shooter was bad on Jamal Murray? Just wait till Marcus Smart, man. And he's bigger too.
You're discounting Caldwell Pope. He gets
Oh, you trying to call him the Pope now, man?
Caldwell Pope. That guy's good. And Bruce Brown as well. So it's gonna
Easy.
be Nuggets.
Celtics in 5 most.
Nuggets in 5. Because Jokic's not trying to waste any time. Nuggets in the finals in 5. Guaranteed.
He said guarantee, yo. He's smoking that crack. Man. Yo, Nick, close it out, yo. Close it out. You're wasting my time.
There's a lot of teams that let the other team win 2 games at home because they want the series to go longer so they can
That's what we're doing.
They could get paid a little more.
That's what we're doing. We're trying to extend the series to 7.
You guys should have went home.
Nah, we gotta make it easier for them. We're trying to do it in 7.
The
You know?
Nuggets don't give a shit about that. They just want to win ASAP as soon as possible. So with that said, Nuggets in 5 in the finals for sure.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 176. Shout out to Mahdi with his analytics and insight on the NBA. Bro, if LeBron knew how to fucking read and know what the hell he's talking about when they ask him questions, they'd be in the finals.
He needs
Facts. Thank you for tuning in to episode 176. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to follow us on all social platforms. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I am Papijohnson. Don't reach out to me, man.
Don't reach out to me.
I'm Papijohnson. You got Era, Mahdi, Sky's upstairs vibing and chilling. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And we are Lucky View Podcast. We are